My bad. Yeah. I've been making videos about Quan lately, and I said some things about this young man that I'm not too proud of. And setting up this stream, I've been having technical difficulties like a mug. I'm trying to get it together. And God don't like when you be speaking on the dead and stuff. And I'm realizing that. And I do apologize for the things that I may have said about Quan that was wrong. So we're going to be celebrating his life right now here on YouTube. Without further ado, I want to say rest in peace to Quan. This is his funeral service. We're going to be going over this together. Let's get into it.
The Clayton County
Amen.
Sheriff's Office plaque will come from Chaplain William Poole.
God bless.
Please come in that order.
No doubt.
Thank you so much.
As the hip-hop community and fans around the world mourn the loss of an iconic, honest lyricist and vivid storyteller, Atlanta mourns the loss of its native son, Quantis Lamar, known affectionately as Quan and globally as Rich Homie Quan. As a teenager, Quan wasted no time making his mark on the music industry and set out to ensure that our great city remained the epicenter of an influential cultural movement. He quickly began to crank out hit after hit, reaching critical acclaim and assembling a multitude of platinum and gold projects.
Hallelujah.
Quan's name has been etched in stone in Atlanta hip-hop royalty, and his memory will be forever cherished and celebrated.
Yes, Lord.
A father, a son, a brother, a companion, and a multi-talented artist. But above all, he was a Christian who worshiped God
Yes.
and loved his family.
Yes.
On behalf of the city of Atlanta, I offer my deepest condolences to Quan's family, friends, and loved ones. To Tammy and Corey, I know how proud you are of the legacy your son leaves behind. To his children, Devin, Royal, Chosen, Elena, and Leor, in your sadness, I pray you find joy in the love your father possessed for each of you, as you are his legacy and will carry him with you.
God bless. That,
Atlanta will miss you,
yes.
Quan. May you rest in peace.
Rest in peace to Quan. That's right, man. Much
Atlanta,
love.
let's continue to make some noise for this family. Come on, y'all.
Yo, put y'all hands together in the chat. I see y'all out there, man. Show Quan some love, y'all.
One time.
My name is Greg Clay. I serve as the Executive Director of the Mayor's Office of Constituent Services. And while Mayor Dickens could not be here in person,
Much love.
he certainly wanted to make sure that his administration was present.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also joined by his Mayor's Director, Demetrius McCrae, the Office of Constituent Services, in addition to Falana Williams, the Director of the Film, Nightlife, and Entertainment Office within the Mayor's Office. Also joined by our elected officials, Councilman Bond and also Councilman Amos, who you'll hear from as well. You know, the mayor said in his own words how he feels in this very moment. The words that he wanted to say to this family. And while I provided a letter, a ceremonial letter on his behalf, signed by the mayor, I won't read it in its entirety, but I do want to read a specific statement before passing the microphone to Ms. Williams. In the mayor's words, please know that Quan will be remembered for his message of honesty and hope as his spirit continues to resonate with every single person that he touched. As you gather to honor his life, I hope you find strength in family, the warm embrace of friends.
Yo, put them RIPs in the chat, everybody. Put them RIPs out there.
City of Atlanta. And this letter is signed by our 61st mayor of the city of Atlanta, the Honorable Mayor Andre Dickens. You know, to love Atlanta is to love the people of Atlanta.
Right.
To love the people of Atlanta, you understand that we have this responsibility. I, like the mayor, am a native of the city, like many of you. As we know that there are young folks here, seasoned citizens here, family members here, friends and loved ones. Just know that as we love this city and love on our people, there's a responsibility that we all have to represent the best of our city.
Somebody said, can you turn up the volume on the funeral service? I got y'all, man. I'm working on it. Is it loud? Is it loud enough? Because this is not right on their end. My end is all right. Their end is
Loved by
crazy.
people, of course, in Atlanta and all through Metro Atlanta. He was also loved by people from around this country
Hold
and
on,
around
y'all
the
can't
world.
even hear the funeral
So it
service.
would only be
Can
befitting
y'all hear the
for us,
service?
outside of our city to honor him as well.
Wait a
There are
minute.
letters coming from the White House, from the 46th President of the United States, Joe R.
Okay,
Biden.
technical difficulties, everybody. It's not my fault, but people in the chat complaining about the volume, and I could have swore it was a 5-star presentation. But since y'all can't hear nothing, then I got to stop the funeral service because somebody got a bootleg phone. So it's not my fault. You know what I'm saying?
Vice President
What about
Kamala
now?
Harris.
Is it better, or is it still bootleg?
A letter from Governor Brian Kemp, state of Georgia.
What about now? Is it better? It's not my
U.S.
phone.
House of Representatives, Congresswoman Nakima Williams.
Okay, I'm gonna have to stop the stream because we got people in the chat complaining about the volume. They saying they can't hear the funeral service. They're saying that my stream is bootleg. So let's see if it's working. And whoever said they couldn't hear it, whoever said it's low, is gonna get the boot out of the funeral service.
A son,
Mm-hmm.
a brother.
To love Atlanta, know that as we love this city and love on our
We could hear it just fine. So it's people out here that's saying they can't hear the stream, but the stream is loud. So if you can't hear it, maybe you need to do something about your phone because it has nothing to do with you're interrupting the funeral service. We trying to pay our respects. Your phone is bootleg. That's not our problem, man. Let's just continue on with this.
And a proclamation from Fulton County.
Damn.
And I'll turn it over now to Councilmember Bond and Councilmember Amos. Thank you.
The service is low. What y'all want me to do?
I'd like to say good afternoon to everyone present and extend our condolences from the City Council to the Lamar family, friends, the loved ones, the supporters, and the fans who all feel this significant pain of loss.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Atlanta City Council Member Michael Javon. I'm joined here
What the hell happened?
by
I can't hear shit.
Byron Amos.
You know what, man? We got to get it together as a people because there's no way the stream should be messing up this bad.
In this city, loving its city, loving the music.
What about
loving the
now?
People,
Y'all
loving
can hear
the
it?
contributions of those who, through their creative arts, have given back so much, and that's exactly what Quan did.
Hold on, wait. Who said that? No, we got to get this together because cut the stream. Let's address this, man. Because people showing up here to be disrespectful to Quan, and we trying to pay our respects. They're saying I'm being mean or whatever the case is. Y'all talking about I'm interrupting. The volume is low. Look, I'm not in charge of the funeral service. Y'all gonna have to take that up with Creflo Dollar in the World Changers Church. Tell the World Changers to change the station or to turn the volume up. I'm doing the best I can. Y'all saying I'm louder than the service. Well, what do you want me? I can't tell them people that they sad. They mourning. They crying for. Y'all want them to be screaming at the top of their lungs at a funeral? That's like being at a library or something. Of course they gonna be speaking low. Y'all, you know what? Just play this stuff, man. Just play it.
Life full of substance. You know, the Honorable Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., on one of his last speeches in Memphis, talked about longevity, and he spoke about how he would have liked, like anyone, to have lived a long life, but it was more important to have an impactful life.
I can't turn it up no more than
A
that.
life that touched so many, that was a guiding post for those who would come behind. And Rich Homie Quan did exactly that. Through the music, through his
Hold on. Did he say something about Dr. King and Rich Homie Quan in the same sentence? Wait a minute. Run that back a little bit.
I'd like to say good afternoon to everyone present and extend our condolences from the City Council to the Lamar family, to the friends, the loved ones, the supporters, and the fans who all feel this significant pain of loss.
This shit low.
Councilmember Michael Julian Bond.
See if I can turn it up.
Left by Councilmember Byron Amos, both native Atlantans like many of you, both who have grown up in this city, loving the music, loving the people, loving the contributions of those who, through their creative arts, have given back so much. And that's exactly what Quan did. It appears to be a brief life, but it's actually a life full of substance. You know, the Honorable Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., on one of his last speeches in Memphis, talked about longevity. And he spoke about how he would have liked, like anyone, to have lived a long life. But it was more important to have an impactful life, to have a life that touched so many, that was a guiding post for those who would come behind. And Rich Homie Quan did exactly that.
Well, you know, hey, I'm not trying to be ass, but now's the time to address him by his birth name. They got to cut this out, man. They speaking on who they talking about. They talking about the man or the rapper. How many times they gonna say Rich Homie? I want to take this seriously. And like I said in the beginning of the video, I don't want to be an asshole about this because we are speaking on someone that's no longer here. But look, come on, y'all. Is that his Rich Homie? Did he know Quan to be calling him that? Is he from the trap? Do he even listen to that music to be speaking on him like that? He mentioned that Dr. King with the Rich Homie. Let's be serious here, man. Is he reading from a paper or is this really coming out his mouth for real?
Through the music, through his legacy, through all that he touched. And we have a proclamation, which is the highest honor that the city can present to any man, woman, person, place, or thing. And I will not read it in its entirety, but I will read it in pertinent part. In memory of Atlanta's own DeQuantes Lamar, AKA Rich Homie Quan, whereas Rich Homie Quan, known professionally around the world as or as simply as Quan to his friends and family, called him. He was born on October the 4th, 1989 in Atlanta, Georgia.
Got a birthday coming up.
The eldest of 3 children, and he cultivated an interest in reading, literature, and creative thinking in school. Quan hoped that his dreams of being a professional baseball player, playing center field and leadoff.
Why did that man laugh when he said hopes of being a professional baseball player? He chuckled and put his head down like, nigga, please. Why would he do that? They think Quan is a puppet. If they ever met him in person, they probably wouldn't even shake his hand while they headed into Ruth Chris. Like, hello, young brother. And they would have kept it moving. Like professional baseball player. He hunched over with his chuckle, man. Y'all didn't find that disrespectful? Wait 1 second.
Talked about longevity. And he spoke about how he would have liked, like anyone, to have lived a long life. But
I rewound it too far.
To have an impactful life, to have a life that touched so many, that was a guiding post.
Sonya E, what it do?
Come behind, and Rich Homie Quan did exactly that.
Look at this man, look.
Through the music, through his legacy, through all that he touched. And we have a proclamation, which is the
Damn, I went back too far.
Can present to any man, woman, person, place, or thing. And I will not read it in its entirety, but I will read it in pertinent part.
Come on, brother.
In memory of Atlanta's own DeQuantes Lamar, AKA Rich Homie Quan, whereas Rich Homie Quan, known professionally around the world, or as simply as Quan to his friends and family, called him. He was born on October the 4th, 1989 in Atlanta, Georgia, the eldest of 3 children, and he cultivated an interest in reading, literature, and creative thinking in school. Quan hoped that his dreams of being a professional baseball player playing center field.
Ain't that about a bitch? Not only is they laughing and shitting on his dreams, but they reading from a paper. This ain't off the top. They told him to say that. He probably had to rehearse it before he got up there and everything. He got his fingers on the letters. And they chuckling. Why don't they just go sit down, man? Why they got them up there doing that? They trying to kill time for the streaming services. Like, just going to be a long stream. They all standing at the urinal talking about how long of a stream. And I know this is, look, no disrespect, but come on, man. They standing at the urinal. There's going to be a long stream. Like, that's right, brother. It's going to be long. Look at this mess, man.
And lead off would lead to a career in that industry at McNair High School. But although his baseball career did not pan out, thank God, Quan turned out to be
the disrespect. Like, thank God he didn't make it to baseball. It would have been a sight to see. Like, them home runs make me feel some type of way. Like, run, Quan, run. Oh, it made me feel some type of way. He dancing all the way to first base. They gonna lose the game. This man said, thank God.
an indelible talent in storytelling and rapping. And at just 23 years old, Rich Homie Quan took the music industry by storm by recording a 2008 smash, Stay Down. And whereas he turned his platinum effort, Flex, evaluating the top 30 and the Hot 100, gracing Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's Ultimate Ball Out playlist on Apple Music. In 2018, his full-length debut, Rich in Spirit, topped the top 20 on the R&B and hip-hop charts. Whereas Rich Homie Quan's career advanced Atlanta's...
He reading Wikipedias, y'all. They wikied the pay. Why? How long, Quan? And go look, they could do the funeral service however they want to do the service. If they want to Google shit, if they want to sit and talk about whatever they want to talk about, if that's how they want to pay their respects, that's how they want to do it. Nothing but love and respect to his family, all of the people that showed up, suited and booted for the occasion. But I mean, this is public knowledge. He's a public figure, man. Let's get to some shit that we ain't know about Quan. Some stuff that he need to be buried with. Some stuff that we can be inspired by.
Of innovation, he constantly sharpened his signature style, marked by the killer bars and magnetic melodies that were infused into his...
This man said killer bars. I'm over it, man. This ain't gonna be a long stream. Like, it's gonna be a long stream, fellas. Like, yes, it is. This man said Quan was spitting them killer bars.
Soul and to his music. He picked up multiple gold and platinum records along the way, tallied billions of streams, and proudly represented his hometown. Now, therefore, we, the members of the Atlanta City Council, on behalf of the citizens of the City of Atlanta, do hereby proclaim this day as Rich Homie Quan Memorial Day in our fair city. In witness thereof, we have set
Y'all
our
like
hand
that? Look.
calls the seal of the City of Atlanta to be hereunto affixed. Congratulations and condolences to the family. God bless you.
God bless. God bless. Oh, here they go. Y'all hear that? Bring back memories, don't it?
Good afternoon. First, giving honor to God, who is the head of my life and the head of this house, Bishop Dollar. My name is Kobe. I am the mayor of this city where we sit today, the blackest city in the United States of America.
That's the mayor of Atlanta. Yo, shout out to him, man. He got a black mayor. He's a brother. 2 earrings on. Like he headed to a Jermaine Dupri party, man. Shout out to the black people running Atlanta, man. This is beautiful to see.
South Fulton, Georgia.
No doubt.
And I am joined today by my brother, founding Old Nat Council member, Dr. Mark Baker, and current Old Nat Council member, Linda B. Pritchett. Before she reads this proclamation, I must say, Quan was, we know why we're here today. Quan was radically honest about his struggles. And I see other artists here in the audience who've been radically honest and have revealed to us that too many of our young black men are first introduced to prescription drugs, not on the streets of our cities, but in the walls of our schools, where too many educators think that the best way to deal with energetic black boys is to drug them and put them in special ed classes.
Yup, that's a fact. A fact. Is that what happened to
So I
Quan?
want to say to everyone under the sound of my voice who has been given the honor and sacred privilege of raising black men, if you have been presented with an IEP for your black king, before you sign that document, get a second opinion from a black psychologist
Dr. Umar.
or a charter school that specializes in educating black boys. And if you can't find someone, call one of us. Because our young black men deserve to grow and evolve naturally into their best selves. And with that, I give you Councilwoman Pritchett.
That's what's up. Straight from Dr. Umar's playbook.
My name is Councilwoman Linda Becker Pritchett, and I give my sincere condolences and my love to the parents, to the grandparents, to the sons, the daughter, friends and family, and everyone who's here today. As a council member, one of the most important things to us is recognition, is the consensus of a community, is the admiration of the people that you want to serve the most. But I will say today that rich homie Quan had the admiration of his people. I grew up in the music industry.
Oh,
And
shit.
it's one thing to make good music, but it's another thing to be well respected and to have a whole community and have a whole movement of people behind you that love the artist and the music.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You either have one or the other.
And with that being said, I will read the proclamation from the city of South Fulton. In part, whereas born DeQuantes Lamar on October 4th, 1989, Quan, his close friends and family know him, carried out in Atlanta's tradition of innovation. Quan's catalog expanded with gold certified walkthrough, as well as collaborations including Little Dicky's Double Platinum, Save That Money.
We already heard
Fetty
this.
Wap and Rich Homie Quan. Yo Gotti's Platinum Certified I Know, featuring Rich Homie Quan. And Gold Certified Ride Out with Kid Ink, Tigga, Wale, and YG. for the
Okay,
Furious
this
7.
is a hip hop concert. It's clear as day. It ain't got nothing to do with the man. It got everything to do with the character. They want to praise rich homie Quan. What man? What about what's his name? And I don't mean no disrespect by that, but I need to. What is his? Ain't his name Lamar or something like that? Let me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it on my phone because I don't want to hold up the stream, and I'm trying not to be disrespectful. Let me look at this real quick. Rich, and if y'all know in the chat, let me know, homie. Rich Hemi, homie Quan, real name. What's his real name, man? DeQuantis Devontae Lamar. We just gonna stick with Rich Homie Quan. Some people, they should call him Lamar for short. DeQuantis Devontae Lamar. DeQuantis. Hey, man. Hey, I can't fault them for saying Rich Homie Quan now, but it is what it is.
Original motion picture soundtrack.
Just call him
also
Quan.
turns
Yeah, there
up
you go.
with the double platinum flex. Ooh, 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 ooh. I am a fan of Rich Homie Quan, and I always wanted to meet him. I really did. Vaulting into the top 30 of Hit 100 and even gracing Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's Ultimate Ball.
She reading the same shit the last man read. So everybody gonna get up there and read the same thing from the same paper. We know what songs he did. We know his whole history in the music industry. It's easy. There's plenty of YouTube videos in case you don't know, man.
Playlist on Apple Music. Signed
Hear it? Oh no, the stream is busted. I do apologize, man. I gotta get this. The guy don't like that. It took me an hour to get this whole thing.
Mixtape going in
Is bad.
now, celebrating more than 10 years of chart-topping and streaming success.
Oh, there it go.
A year later, he re-upped with the project, Still Going In Reloaded. It yielded its first gold certified smash. You know you feel some type of way. Cracking the top 50 of Billboard's 100. Meanwhile, Rolling Stone hailed it among the best mixtapes of 2013. Whereas Revolt Summit, one of the nation's leading immerse experiences, featured Quan at the summit's closing performance, which changed his career trajectory, causing brands to take notice. As an amazing father of 5, Netflix presented Quan with their Strong Black Dad Award during their Strong Black Lead series and created a special, yes, applause for that. And created a special Netflix family summer VIP experience during an Atlanta Braves game for Quan and his family to exclusively enjoy. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the mayor and council of the city of South Fulton, Georgia, celebrate, recognize, and honor the outstanding life achievements of Rich Homie Quan, and extend condolences to his family and friends around the world who Quan has profoundly touched through his music and style. And on behalf
This is like when you go to a school event and they about to give out the awards and the kids about to do a play and they gonna do a song. It's an award ceremony. They might as well just put a platinum plaque in the casket and call it a day, man. This shit making me feel some type of way. I'm waiting for somebody to say it from the heart and say it from the gut. Look dead at the camera, no papers, no nothing, with a teardrop, straight speaking on Quan from the gut, man. Somebody said a graduation. You know, it is a graduation in a sense. You know, he did graduate. Quan is on to the next level right now. He ain't even worried about it. They gonna do the funeral. They was gonna do it regardless. That ain't Quan's concern. He in a better place right now. But you figure, damn, anybody could get up there and read it from a paper. What about the people that really matter? The people he grew up with? We gonna get around to that. I'm gonna listen to what she got to say out of respect for this woman, but I'm gonna skim through it and see if they have anything from somebody that don't need to read from a paper, you know?
Over 108,000 residents that call the city of South Fulton home, we hereby proclaim today, Tuesday, September 17th, 2024, as the Qantas Lamar Appreciation Day, and may his legacy forever live on.
No doubt.
Through his family
No doubt.
and friends and the great memory he leaves us.
Yup.
Rich in spirit.
Rich in spirit. That's what's up.
I'm sorry. I'm going to take my seat and be really, really quick, but I just want to share something that's a little bit more intimate. We know his accolades. Again, I'm Dr. Mark Baker,
Where is he going with this, man? Because I ain't feeling comfortable with all this. Let's just hear him out.
Emeritus of the city of South Fulton, District 7. And when we founded the city of South Fulton, it was approximately 3 months into it when the school year started. Our founding day was May 1st. And in August of that same year, as a former employee of Fulton County Schools, we lost 4 students at the beginning of the school year in that August in a tragic car accident. Survivor, there were 5 in the car.
Oh, man.
Rich homie Quan heard about it as he was riding past the service. And I'll never forget, he walked in, he was escorted in, he was brief. He said very few words, and he paid for the services of those 4 students.
God bless. See, that's what I'm talking about right there.
And I think that should just be noted here while we talk about his accolades as a recording artist, but we also speak to the heart of what actually exuded from your family. He will truly be missed in the city of South Fulton, the city of Atlanta, and the broader collective.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, bro, that's what we needed right there, man. Now, that really filled my heart. He spoke it from the heart. He ain't need no papers or none of that. He have a recollection of something that happened that Quan did. It was a charitable act, and that's what needed to be spoken about at his funeral, man. And not to say none of the other stuff. I mean, who am I to judge? You know, I'm watching just like everybody else. But that right there was a gem, and that make me look at Quan in a different type of way, man. It make me feel some type of way when he just said that, man. I'm proud that he took the time out because they was acting like they wasn't even going to let him speak. They let him speak. He said what he said. Now, that was precious, man. That was a beautiful point in this whole ceremony. And I'm so glad that they got moments like that in here without all the theatrics and reading from papers or whatnot. Oh, here they go. Time to use the bathroom. Here they go.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Chaplain Smith, and this is Chaplain Poole. And we're here to represent Sheriff Levon Allen, who's present with us today.
No doubt.
We honor Pastor Dollar, Reverend Franklin, Reverend Jackson, Chief Chaplain Davis, and all clergy present. We honor Sheriff Allen, Chief Arnett, and members of the Clayton County Sheriff's Office. But most importantly, we honor the Lamar family.
There you go.
Chaplain Poole is going to read a letter from Sheriff Levon Allen.
It reads, to the family of Mr. DeQuantis D. Lamar,
There you go.
Rich Homie Quan, please accept my deepest sympathy on the loss of Mr. DeQuantis D. Lamar, Rich Homie Quan. I pray your loved one's soul is resting in peace and that God Almighty will grant you the courage and the strength to bear the loss.
See, that's why they had that brother go up there and read it. That's why she ain't go up there and read it. She got him to do it, and she gonna hold him down, and he gonna read. That's who he need his own church, man. Cause the way he putting it down, the way he's speaking from the gut, they need more of that right there, man. If he had a church, I would want to be a part of his congregation because I could feel it.
While nothing I can say will lessen the sorrow that you feel at this difficult time, I would like to encourage you to remember that we serve an awesome God who does all things well. His love is unconditional, and his promises are true.
Yes.
He has promised a place of peace and rest for those who love him and seek to do his will. When you reflect on the virtuous walk of your loved one, may it comfort you to know that your loved one is a recipient of that great promise.
Oh, he in the wrong profession, y'all. He in the wrong Creflo Dollar got to be jealous. He probably looking around like, who the hell is that up in my church doing that preaching like that, man?
Again, please accept my sincerest condolences during this time of mourning. May God's embrace and the love of family and friends comfort and give you peace in the days ahead. The Bible says, precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. For whether we live, therefore, or die, we are
that boy he ain't even looking at the paper. He barely looking at the paper.
Psalms 116 and 15, Romans chapter 14 and verse 8. With sincere sympathy, Sheriff Levon Allen Jr., Clayton County Sheriff.
That was it. Oh, here they go. Y'all want to give them a listen? Come on. Hungry. I want some cornbread, some greens. Rest in peace to Quan. Some mac and cheese. Turkey and eggs. In the rice. Hey. Hey. Oh man, I ain't gonna be able to do it, man. I ain't gonna be able to do. You know, we gonna skip. I would love to sit here and jam, but you know they don't be playing about them copyrights for that good old gospel music. Don't nobody do it like Georgia do it, man. Them Georgia choirs, they don't get up there to play. That man, what? I'm about to fix me a big old glass. Lemon iced tea, man. All you see is them Georgia asses swinging while they singing that gospel. Beautiful.
First commencing with
we ain't gonna be able to do it because I ain't about to be crying on the stream, bro. Oh man, tell somebody better sing that shit, man. I'm gonna watch that when I'm off the stream.
Hallelujah. Children are coming now with the family prayer.
Yes.
After which,
you know what? I want to go to church, man. This got me thinking about just swinging up in there. I stand in the back. I just want to feel some of that soul. You know what I'm saying? Because this ain't bad. And it's a good reason to get dressed up and everything. I think I'm going to wind up going.
The video presentation. Then we will have remarks. First, commencing with remarks.
That David Banner.
Quan will be Michael Render, Killer Mike, Brittany Jackson, Charles Bolton, and Bernard Davis, Jonathan Leonard, Gervin Fly Henry, Stephen Stat 5 Jackson.
Who that?
Rodney Hill, Contact G, and DC Young Fly. But there was another name that was printed on the program as well prior to all those names I've called.
Hold on, they got the whole lineup coming? So it is going to be a shindig. It's going to be a concert.
That person's name is 2 Minutes, Please.
2 minutes, please. What type of name is that? Like, just 2 minutes, please. He going to get up there, bust one, and get the hell on. Them his kids. Oh.
Can everybody repeat after me, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Today is a good day,
Today's a good day.
the best day of our life.
The best day of our lives.
Yesterday is gone,
Yesterday is gone.
tomorrow is not promised,
Tomorrow is not promised.
but today
But today
is the best day of our life.
is the best day of our lives.
And as we journey
And as we journey
throughout the day,
in
in
Jesus' name,
we all pray.
we all pray.
Thank you, Lord, for waking us up this morning.
Thank you, Lord, for waking us up this morning.
May you please keep us covered
May you please keep us covered
in the blood of Jesus,
in the
from the top of our heads to the very soles of our feet.
wait, just wait 1 second, man. And I agree with it all. Don't call me a heathen. But the visualization I had kind of creeped me out a little bit, man. And I'm not trying. Hey, if somebody gonna tell it like it is, it's gonna be me. But blood from the top of your head to that sound like some Carrie shit on some horror movie. Am I wrong? And I know you. Matter of fact, we gonna talk about that in the comment section because that kind of creeped me out a little bit. I'm not, especially coming from a child. I thought it was supposed to be a good day and not being drenched in anybody's blood. Just walking down the street like today is a good day with blood. They gonna put you in an insane asylum. Hey man, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. I know it's a prayer and everything, but come on, man.
These and many more blessings. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Weirded me out, man. That's why people don't be wanting to go to church. Stuff like that. How you feeling all funny and stuff? Like, God bless you, my brother. You get to the church, they all turn around and look at you at the same time, like, welcome, my brother. Praise the Lord. That's scary. Hey, man. Maybe I just need prayer. Maybe I need it more than anybody. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is bigger than Rich Homie Quan's funeral. Maybe this is the way for me to step into the light. It's all dark and shit over here, man. Maybe I need to, y'all bear with me because this is a holy event. And I want to make sure I do this right because I don't want to be a heathen and have heathenist ways. So, maybe I need the full anointing. What about that? I'm going to do the white light and make it more holy up in here. Let's go.
My name is Lala, and I am 7.
Put that blue light back on.
Chosen, and I am 8. My name is Royal, and I am 10.
My name is Devin, and I'm 16.
Quan had a 16-year-old son. Oh, man. Wow. Damn, man. And, the age don't matter. These are his kids. Oh, man. Yeah, rest in peace to Quan. And, he was doing his thing, making sure them babies had what they needed and stuff. And now he ain't hearing them. Man, I hope that, everything turned out right for these kids because legacy is very important. A lot of people don't get the chance to hand down stuff to the next generation. So hopefully it's set up to where, the adults in the situation not so greedy that the kids is able to have something to live off of for the rest of their lives. Hopefully those records has already been sold. He not going to be around and do the shows. I mean, his father not about to go out there and be a stand-in. If he could, I bet he would. But man, that got to have you wondering, like, what's going on? Hey, all we could do is pray that everything work out. And I'm pretty sure it will. Quan got family that love him and everything, and those they gonna be all right. I'm just gonna say that his kids they gonna be good, and just make sure y'all pray for his kids, man.
Us being on the game, like, when he get that one win, like, he walk around the house just bragging about it for like a week before he even play me again. Like, it's just.
What happened?
Then another time, like.
What he said?
Us being on the game, like, when he get that one win, like, he walk around the house just bragging about it for like a week before he even play me again. Like, it's just, like, then another time, like, we sitting outside. He sitting there trying to bet me money to jump in the pool fully clothed, like he just get in the water. He only get in the water when he ain't got on no clothes. Like, he walk outside, get fully dressed, just to stand out there. You see me? Where you think you get it from? You know you don't get it from your mama. You know where you get it from.
He said that he'll play the game against Quan, and when Quan beat him, he brag about it for a whole week before he play him again. Ain't no rematch. He make him eat the loss. He waiting to get that rematch. Quan to wait a whole week before he play him again.
Took me to go get like football stuff. Probably like 3 times. Jump on the trampoline.
Like,
that piano.
Times, like, we was in the studio and making songs. Like, really when he just about a favorite song, like, he really kept trying to get me to get in there and make a song. But me, I ain't lying. I didn't think I was ready. But really, he just kept trying to tell me, I need to make a song.
Yo, it's time, bro. It's time. Ride this wave, man. Get in that studio. Let us see what you got. Make us feel some type of way. Get in that booth and take over. He's 16. If he want to do it, he ain't got to be Quan Part 2. He could be who he is, man. If he want to give it a go, we willing to support him. But get him in there. Get him some hot beats so he can continue, so he could carry the torch for his family, man. I wouldn't mind that one bit if that's what he want to do. If he want to start a rap career and he want to get in there and spit them bars, it ain't got to be nothing crazy, man. We willing to support this man.
Every time we walk in there, he like, pay attention to what I do and just, it's going to help you get better. And that's how I started getting better.
By telling me I love you. By telling him that he loves me.
Honeyfold. Demeanor.
It's amazing.
Self-explanatory if you hit.
Rest in peace to Quan.
What somebody say about it?
Crazy lifestyle. Crazy too.
You always said you was top 3 and not 3. And now the time has come to show where the spot is really at.
I love you, Daddy.
Oh, man, I'm over here, man. Y'all just don't get it. Oh, boy, that's a lot to take in. I got to take a little break if y'all don't mind because that's some pretty deep stuff. You know, a lot of kids don't even know who their dad is or don't have a relationship with their dad and all that stuff. So for them, they had beautiful relationships with their pops, and hey, man, that's the last time they was gonna be able to see him. So once again, man, rest in peace. This is very sad and unfortunate, but all things happen for a reason, and Quan in a better place, man. Mike, Killer Mike, they need to take. Come on, Killer Mike.
I'm in my travel clothes, so forgive me to family for not being properly dressed. I didn't even understand why I got the call. I'm here first to speak on the behalf of just the black community here.
He don't understand why he got the call. He talking like he mad that he had to show up. Your travel attire, he couldn't even go put on a suit. Your name Killer Mike. You hear this? Hey, I'm going to shut up and let this man speak his piece.
Because we've done a good job in this city. In the big city of Atlanta and the small city of South Fulton. We've done a good job being examples that you can be anything you want to be. You can be
Killer Mike? Come up. You did a good job with a name like Killer Mike. Somebody make it make sense.
Boy who wants to play baseball. You can train, you can develop a discipline that although it doesn't lead you to the major leagues, it leads you to the major leagues in music, and you can be an example for young people after you. Anything is possible in this city, and Corey and Tammy have showed us that by the product that they produced. I want to thank them as parents for giving their child the stability that would give those beautiful children the confidence to know that they're competent to do anything they want. A lot of people might be like, who is that up there? My name is Michael Render. I'm Denise's son. And like Tammy's son, I sang and danced for a living. Like Corey's son, Michael and Anthony, my fathers, have watched proudly from the audience. And they've suffered some for me too. I just like to say that we're not burying a musician today. You're burying a man.
Right.
You're burying a man who was a student at Fort Valley, who was a baseball player, who was a son to a mother and a father, who was a father to children, who was a loving companion by what the internet say to a few women. But
no, and no. Come, man. Hey, I'll save it for when he's done.
That gave him his children, he treated with honor and respect. I'd never been in that man's presence and seen him disrespect. And I've been, and I'm not going to take longer than 2 minutes. I'm going to say this to Atlanta. I didn't know him intimately. I didn't know him as a homeboy. I wasn't hanging out in the studio. I judged him by the fruit he was, the tree that he fell from, his mother and his father. Everywhere I went in this city, you hear their name in high praise and honor. And everywhere he carried their name, it was in high praise and honor. So to young people in the room, I want to say, carry your parents' name in a way that when it's said, it's going to be honorable.
Freestyle skills immaculable. Them bars he's spitting off the top of the dome. Can you believe it? He bust a quick one real quick in the name of Quan. He put it together, let it marinate for a little bit. Now he busted on the whole audience, and it was bad. The freestyle raunchy. He ain't kicking, man. He put that shit out there real fast, like off the top. Killer Mike testing 1 2 1 2. He ain't even know Quan like that. And he let it be known he wasn't kicking it with him. He had respect for his parents, but he ain't really rocking with Quan like that. Then he got the nerve to be speaking on his infidelities that he heard about on the internet. He doing girly gossiping and spilling tea at this man's funeral. He ain't dressed for the occasion. He make it seem like he doing them a favor by being there, like they begged him to be there. I don't even know why I got the call. I got on my street attire, take it or leave it. What type of, man, come on with this.
High praise. I've never heard his father or his mother's name spoke lowly because I've never heard his name. I would like to say, see, because a lot of us in the music industry, our lawyers, our accountants and stuff, they be people that have a certain faith. They be Jewish folks. So I asked my accountant one time, I want to go to one of your high and holy days with you. He took me to Yom Kippur. And for those of y'all who follow the Abrahamic religions, Jewish, Christianity, Islam, one of the greatest things we've taught in those religions is forgiveness and grace.
Yeah, you a damn puppet. Get shut up. Yeah, he a puppet, y'all. He letting y'all know he puppeted out. I bet you he ain't show up to their holy day with no Braves jacket on, in a rush, acting like he got shit to do. When he went to them people's event, I bet you he was suited and booted with a yarmulke on his head. Or whatever. He probably had the curly sideburns and everything. He in this man church speaking about how they do it within another face, like I'm going to wake y'all up to some put y'all on some game while y'all over here Baptist out, eating them wings with them greens. I'm going to tell y'all how we do it with the yarmulkes. Come on, man. What the hell is going on with this dude? Run that back.
Today, you burying a man. You burying a man who was a student, who was a student at Fort Valley, who was a baseball player, who was a son to a mother and a father, who was a father to children, who was a loving companion by what the internet say to a few women. But the women that gave him his children, he treated with honor and respect. I'd never been in that man's presence and seen him disrespect. And I've been, and I'm not going to take longer than 2 minutes. I'm going to say this to Atlanta. I didn't know him intimately. I didn't know him as a homeboy. I wasn't hanging out in the studio.
Intimately.
I judged him by the fruit he was, the tree.
I didn't know him intimately. Nobody would expect for you to know this man intimately. I didn't know him intimately, Atlanta. I swear I didn't know him intimately. Now I get what he's trying to say, but come on, bro.
Fell from his mother and his father. Everywhere I went in this city, you hear their name in high praise and honor. And everywhere he carried their name, it was in high praise and honor. So to young people in the room, I want to say, carry your parents' name in a way that when it's said, it's going to be honorable and high praise. I've never heard his father or his mother's name spoke lowly because I've never heard his name. I would like to say, see, because a lot of us in the music industry, our lawyers, our accountants and stuff, they be people that have a certain faith. They be Jewish folks. So I asked my accountant one time, I want to go to one of your high and holy days with you. He took me to Yom Kippur. And for those of y'all who follow the Abrahamic religions, Jewish, Christianity, Islam, one of the greatest things we've taught in those religions is forgiveness and grace. And I stand here in front of two amazing parents and an amazing community that produced him, but also, man, I stand here in a room full of some people, they was his rivals about 9-10 years ago, and they got over that rivalry, and they forgave each other, and they lived. He was an example of grace. He was an example of mercy and forgiveness, not only in what he gave and what he was willing to exceed. He didn't let his pride and his ego and insecurity get in the way of being a good man. And I want to tell the young men that are in this room, some that were, man, righteously all the way down, some that was rival and got righteously all the way down later, you guys are leaders now. You guys are the lead in the fashion he led. If it's trouble, just get quiet and disappear and pop back up in a year. If you want to disrespect each other, find a room to go to and talk to each other, not in front of other people, so your pride and ego don't have to lead. We have an example in what this young man showed us, because a lot of times the people who lean into alcohol, the people who lean into things that will soothe our pain are the most sensitive people, and I stand before you today as a child of an addict. And I'm here to tell you, my mother was so sensitive to the thoughts and feelings of other people around her that she carried a weight on her. And musicians, a lot of times when we're writing and we understand this out of our experiences, but our writing comes from the experience of those.
Go somewhere and just sit down, man. Just shut up. This is unnecessary, man. Killer Mike done. He killed the mic, man. Where do I even begin with how wrong this is? He just slapping Quan all on his back of his head while he in the casket, man. It's like he opened up the casket and spit in his face. Like, we all know what's going on, bro. We all know he wasn't a perfect man, but he just gonna marinate in it. The freestyle is immaculable, man. The worst freestyle I ever heard in my life. Hold up. Hey, look at this.
The people who lean into things that will soothe our pain are the most sensitive people, and I stand before you today as a child of an addict. And I'm here to tell you, my mother was so sensitive
to his mother under the
and
bus.
Feelings of other people around her that she carried a weight on her. And musicians, a lot of times when we're writing and we understand this out of our experiences, but our writing comes from the experience of those around us. So believe me, that smile that he had carried the weight that you have. The smile that he's walked around with sometimes masks a shadowy, hurt thing. And
but you ain't know him like that. You ain't have a relationship with Quan. You weren't intimate with this man. But you speaking on the weight he carried around.
gave audiences joy and love and laughter. So I want to say to us, forgive yourself for your own addictions. Because as you can see, I like sugar a lot.
Yeah, with your sweet ass.
Forgive yourself for your own misgivings. Forgive your mothers. Forgive your fathers. Forgive your uncles. Forgive your aunts.
He said, I love sugar a lot. Forgive your uncles. Forgive your mother. Forgive your fathers. Now, the way we do it in the Jewish community. Come on, Mike.
Forgive yourself and move forward how he moved forward. When he reemerged smiling. He reemerged with song. He reemerged forgiven and being accepted and being forgiven by those he had issue with. He reemerged like a man. So I want to challenge all the black men in here to let's be more like the icon we call Quan. Let's be someone who brings honor to our mother and father. Let's be a good example for our children. And let's make sure that we forgive ourselves so we don't drink ourselves to death. Let's make sure we forgive.
Welcome. Oh my God, man. Do. Somebody please say it ain't so, man. How you gonna tell us to be more like Quan, then tell us not to drink ourselves to death? Make up your mind, bro. What is... He wants you to be just like Quan. And turned around and said, do not drink yourself to death. At this man's funeral. Somebody get him the fuck out of here, man. What is they thinking? Hold on, wait, run that back, run it back.
Forgive yourself for your own misgivings. Forgive your mothers. Forgive your fathers. Forgive your uncles. Forgive your aunts. Forgive yourself. And move forward how he moved forward. When he reemerged smiling. He reemerged with songs. He reemerged forgiven and being accepted and being forgiven by those he had issue with. He reemerged like a man.
Like a man.
So I want to challenge all the black men in here.
Okay, what's the challenge?
So let's be more like the icon we call Quan.
More like Quan.
Let's be someone who brings honor to our mother and father.
Honor to our mother and fathers.
Let's be a good example for our children.
A good example for our children.
And let's make sure that we forgive ourselves so we don't drink ourselves to death.
So we gonna try to be like Quan or no? Why would he even say that? Forgive ourselves so we will. What did Quan need to forgive himself for? Was he really all that shit you said he was? Or did he feel some type of way? And you want us to feel that type of way? Somebody make it make sense, man. I'm confused with this dude. He know he ain't making no damn sense.
Let's make sure we forgive ourselves so don't we chase folly till we gone. Let's make sure that when we have a group of people in this room that much like our contemporaries who call themselves Jewish people, that we come with the spirit of I beg your pardon.
Get off they nuts. How many times he gonna say that, man? He pointing at them two people in the audience every time he look over there. He one nigga. And what about Quan family? Like, don't forget the two Jewish people that we have here, everybody. The rest of y'all niggas ain't shit. That's what he might as well say. This dude, ooh, man, I can't stand. Killer Mike. Get him out of here, man.
We sometimes mask a shadowy, hurt thing, and he still gave audiences joy and to transgress against me. And I'm going to this week say I forgive in this room that much like our contemporaries who call themselves Jewish people, that we come with the spirit of I beg your pardon. We Yom Kippur, I don't even know how to spell it.
I beg your
But
pardon.
I know how to spell I beg your pardon. And I promise that I'm going to find someone I transgressed against or someone who might have transgressed against me, and I'm going to this week say I forgive you. And if you'll forgive me, I accept your forgiveness. Because all I could think about as I sat here and watched it, this young man never stooped low. He always stood up high. If he stepped on your foot, he said, excuse me. If you felt like he did something wrong, even if it took a few months, they'd pop up and he'd beg your pardon and he'd allow you to be forgiven and he'd forgive. So I just want to hope in the rest of my life, how many days I have left, that I'm a lot more like Corey and Tammy's son. That I'm forgiven. That I bring people joy. That I bring people laughter. So I would just like to offer my deepest condolences on behalf of me and my family. I'd like to say to everyone in this room that Atlanta is a truly special place. That includes South Fulton.
You trying to be funny.
I'd like to say, black people in this room, we have an opportunity to do it different. We have an opportunity to bring honor to his name by forgiving one another. We have an opportunity to get our straight. And I would challenge us to do it because I love y'all so much. And he's
love y'all? What about us, bruh? How you gonna talk down to the black people in the audience after you done bigged up the Jewish people? Like, black people, I'm speaking to you specifically. Now it's time you can do better. Yep, you have to get your shit together. Do it for Quan. I love you guys so much. You can do it. He already made it. He's straight. He looking like y'all need to get y'all together. Man, get him out of here.
He's in the presence with the Lord now, so that means he's probably looking at us on a remote control TV from heaven, and he expects us to do better than we've been doing. I want to tell Atlanta I love you. I'd like to tell Corey and Tammy, thank you for loaning your son to the world. I want to tell his children, thank you for allowing your father to be an example for us, because so many days I'm sure he was away singing and dancing. I want to tell the woman and the women that loved him, you couldn't help it.
There's people in there doing the right thing with their life. The bills paid, house paid for, car paid for, kids done graduated from college and got families and shit. He talking about black people, y'all need to do better or whatever. Look, it's people in there doing very well for themselves. They ain't in the casket. They still, man. Oh, I'm just gonna shut up about it. Just play the damn thing.
He was lovable. And I'd just like to say to Quan, man, I never got to tell you this, but I told you I wanted to see you and talk to you about something, but it's good for the room to hear. I heard you talk about getting an advance on your album, and the wisest thing you had said to anybody, you said, I told them I don't want all the money up front. Just give me something every month so that I can sustain myself. And I want to say to black people in this room, that was one of the greatest lessons I've heard every entertainer say. Let's be
just wrong on so many levels, man. Now, we all know that Quan was allegedly struggling with addiction. He told Killer Mike that he ain't want all the money. He wanted to stretch it out. He don't want to blow that money so fast. He wanted them to give him a pension every month, just a little bit to eat off of. That way it won't. I'm pretty sure his family didn't know that part. They probably had some shit they want to pay off, and every time they ask Quan for some money, I ain't got it. I gotta wait for my check. Wait for my check. Damn, he dropped the load on his whole family, man. They sitting there waiting for the money. They waiting for that money to drop. Speaking on that man financial situation, he no longer here. It's not necessary. He gone. You could have left that in that man's grave, or what he confided in you in, and you ain't even want to chop it up with him when he was trying to chop it up with you, when he was trying to come to his big bro and get some advice. He was trying to pick your brain. You told him, oh, I'ma holler at you later. And you waited until the man died to have the conversation with him. You could have been the intervention. You doing well. You talking about what black people need to do to get it together. But this man reached out to you. He was crying out for help to get some advice from somebody that's already been doing it longer than him, doing it bigger than he been doing it. and you curved him and said, I hit you, I get at you another time. What, he was talking small paper? What's that, broke nigga talk? Why didn't he want to holler at Quan right then and there? He ain't had the time to chop it up with him. Now he want to drop a jewel in his casket. Come on, man. This is foul, man. It's all the way foul. I don't like it, yo. Wait a minute.
More conservative with what we do with our finance so we can give our children the stable life that Corey and Tammy gave him. Let's be more conservative. And I'd just like to say to Quan, man, I never got to tell you this, but I told you I wanted to see you and talk to you about something, but it's good for the room to hear. I heard you talk about getting an advance on your album, and the wisest thing you had said to anybody, you said, I told them I don't want all the money up front. Just give me something every month so that I can sustain myself. And I want to say to black people in this room, that was one of the greatest lessons I've heard every entertainer say. Let's be more conservative with what we do with our finance so we can give our children the stable life that Corey and Tammy gave him. Because that is the only way we will produce strong young men and women like the one we're sending to our Lord today. I love you all in Jesus' name. I pray that you all leave strong and healthy. To my Muslims in the building, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you guys for being here as well, and I look forward to seeing y'all soon. Tammy and Corey, thank y'all so much.
Yeah, let him go. Everybody wasn't clapping. It's a whole bunch of people that just looking at the stage like, what the fuck was that? Crazy. Hey, let me say this too, man. I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy about Quan's funeral and stuff that's going on here. You know, I want to help celebrate just like everybody else want to celebrate because this is a celebration of his life. But hey, man, they got a funny way of doing it. Brittany Jackson, let's hear what she got to say, everybody. And I want to thank everybody for watching. Make sure y'all hit them likes and subscribe to the channel too. Let's get into what Brittany Jackson talking about. Rest in peace to Rich Homie Quan. On with it. The hell? Is her wedgie so big?
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Brittany, Quan best friend.
His best friend.
14 years.
14 years.
It's not much that I have to say, but I want to thank Tammy and Corey
No doubt.
for keeping me my best friend for 14 years.
No doubt.
Koya and Drake.
It's a whole lot of telling going on. Well, no, Paul, there's a whole lot of telling going on with this funeral. They wrong. And I get it, that was his best friend for 14 years, but they been close. Best friends how? Like, was they on the playground together, the sandbox? Like, how did they able to manage? He been dealing for. Hold on, man. Wait one second. And I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but this make me feel some type of way, man. That's his bestie. He pull up in the Lambo. She come outside like, come on, let's skirt. Are you ready to go? Let's go. And that's beautiful. Quan, he ain't care about all that shit. If you was cool people, you was cool people. And ain't nothing wrong with the way she looked. That's not what I'm trying to say. But when you think of a rapper, you think of them having all the bad bitches. You see a Quan video, ain't nothing but a bunch of dimes. And I ain't saying she not a dime, man. I'm just going to shut up and listen to what she got to say. Because I already sound like an ass.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
I'm Brittany, Quan best friend, 14 years. It's not much that I have to say, but I want to thank Tammy and Corey for keeping me my best friend for 14.
Was she ever in a music video, award show? Did he bring her around Young Thug? Wait a minute.
Years. Koya and Drake. I love y'all.
Love you
From the
too.
bottom of my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Amber, I got you now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the words to say,
Mm.
but thank y'all. And Quan, you hurt.
Why they looking at her like that? They act like damn. Look how his father took his shades down. Like, who the hell is that? They all looking at the floor. They reading the pamphlet. His grandmama, they reading the book while she up there talking. He bite his bottom lip looking at another bitch in the picture like, that's the one Quan really wanted. Like, mm-hmm. She looking like, uh-uh. Why they disrespecting her like that? His mama looking like, oh, Lord. They looking down at the ground. This ain't right. His father had to take his shades down. Like, what the hell going on around here? They're like, oh, fix it, Jesus. His mother looking like, baby. Is that his sister? Like, this ain't right.
With this one, but I love you. And thank you, everybody, for coming out.
She said she love him. Don't go nowhere. Come back. She was. She wasn't getting no love from his family, man. They wasn't giving her no play in the audience. They wasn't giving her no eye contact, no nothing. They ain't give her the courage to keep speaking. Why they do her like that? That was fucked up. They supposed to be clapping and nodding their head. His father took his shades down and looked at her like, what the hell you doing up there? That is so heartbreaking, man. Wait 1 second. That was foul. Why they even let her go up there?
14 years. It's not much that I have to say, but I want to thank Tammy and Corey for keeping me my best friend for 14 years. Koya and Dre, I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. Amber, I got you now. I don't have the words to say, but thank y'all. And the Quan.
Oh, man, I need to grow up. ASAP, man. This shit. Oh, my God. Why are they looking like that? They don't approve. She get thumbs down. Look at this. She looking like, like, gone somewhere, little bitch. She looking like, for real, though. Oh, my God, man. This ain't right. I'm over it.
You hurt me with this one, but I love you. And thank you, everybody, for coming out today.
We ain't going nowhere. Yo, shout out to her, man. His bestie, Charles Bolton and Quinard Davis. See what they got to say. Rest in peace to Rich Homie Quan. They definitely came with the theatrics for this one, man. How many people? This shit, this an all-day event. They got intermissions. They got, hey, that's how you send somebody off, man. Me, I don't want no funeral. Just Cream Nation and toss me in the ocean. I don't want none of this shit. Cause they just playing. They playing with themselves.
How y'all doing? I had to beat Pole up here because I said I wasn't gonna say nothing. But my name Nord. That's my brother. I don't know what to say, y'all. Be honest with you, but I just wanna thank everybody for coming. Y'all really showed out for my brother. He really loved everybody.
Is that the one that dragged him from the kitchen to the couch? He came in the kitchen and saw Quan laid out with food in his mouth allegedly and dragged him to the couch. And then his baby mama took the kids to school and came back. Where's Sonya E? She the one that hit me with the news. Shout out to Sonya E, man. If that's the brother, they awful nonchalant. while he got his shirt open to show his tattoos and things with the beard. They looking like, where the hoes at? They looking left and right for the hoes.
It was everything. If you really listen to his songs, he'll really tell you everything you needed to know. I'm gonna get out the way and let Poe do what he gotta do, because I didn't Poe to say nothing.
How y'all doing? I'm Charles Bolton, aka Light Poe. Meat used to call me Lottie Dottie. But
They trying to get their shine on. This they opportune. They ain't mourning worth a damn. That's his brother. So these the men that he was around. They look like some enablers. They not even sad at the fact that he dead. Yo, I'm trying to understand this. So this was his company? Hey, matter of fact, I take back everything I said about these young men. They're keeping their spirits high, and somebody got to do it. You know, everybody can't be walking around with their head low, mourning and crying and stuff. So I take everything I said back, man. If they got high spirits and they they some champions for their boy, and they know he in a better place, then I'm gonna give them that, because I don't know them personally to be speaking on them. You know, look, everybody ain't got to be sobbing, snot coming out their nose and stuff. You need people that's going to keep the spirit up. So I take back everything I said about these men.
Hold up here, because I said I wasn't going to say nothing. But my name Nord.
He said he wasn't going to say nothing, but that juice was too enticing, man. Like, don't you see how many bitches in here? Think you better get your ass up there and say something? Like, you might never get this type of shine ever again in your life. You think Gucci gonna have you in the video? Shit, Young Thug in jail. Where else they gonna get this type of shine? It ain't coming no time soon. He ain't want to say nothing, but he figured, what the hell? Them cameras on, the light, they about to, they showboating like a mug, man. Get your shine on. Number one stunner. They stunting.
Hey everyone. How y'all doing? I had to beat Pole up here, because I said I wasn't going to say nothing. But
He said he had to beat him up there. It was a race. Like, ready, set, go. As soon as they said his name, he jumped out his seat. He had to run up in front of him like, hold on, wait a minute, big partner. Wait a minute, big partner. Because if they get you on the mic, I ain't going to have a chance. You going to take all the shine. He like, let me get my little piece first, and then you could rock out and get all the shine once I'm done. He had to beat him up there. Ready, set, gone. They put his name first. How y'all gonna put the homie name first? Like, make sure my name go first. What bullshit is this? Okay, y'all stay tuned. This coming up. I ain't gonna rewind it no more. I'm gonna let it rock. Look at that. 7-Eleven new. Look, they run. He had to.
how y'all doing? I had to beat Pole up here, because I said I wasn't going to say nothing. But my name Nord. That's my brother. I don't know what to say, y'all, be honest with you. But I just want to thank everybody for coming. Y'all really showed out for my brother. He really loved everybody. His music was everything. If you really listen to his songs, he'll really tell you everything you needed to know. I'm gonna get out the way and let Poe do what he gotta do, because I didn't Poe to say nothing.
Didn't supposed to say nothing.
how y'all doing? I'm Charles Bolton, aka Light Poe. Meat used to call me Lottie Dottie. But I want to big shout out to Mama Tammy, Mr. Corey, and one more person that couldn't be here, that Coach Eddie. I'm saying Coach Eddie left a stain on this community. I'm saying just like Quan did. Like Quan was raised by some beautiful people. And hey, look, let's forgive our people, man, for real, for real. Like, life too short to be holding something against it. Like, it ain't that deep. It ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's move as one. Move as whole as a community. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, they against us. And y'all know who it is. You know what I'm saying? All these distractions and stuff like that. Look, let's remember who we is as a people. Like, we the culture. Like, this music is the culture, but we are the culture. You know what I'm saying? Me and Quan grew up right across the street, 5 years old at Old National Park, playing baseball. You know what I'm saying? If I do something wrong, Coach Eddie on my butt, my neck like this here. You know what I'm saying? That was the culture. Let's bring that back. You know what I'm saying? Let's stay whole. Let's stay as one. You know what I'm saying? We're a unit. We black. You know what I'm saying? Let's move like that. Rest in peace to my boy. It took him 34 years to become a legend. You know what I'm saying? 34, he a legend. I witnessed it. 2 minutes. No, I was there with me. I'm sorry y'all going on my 2 minutes. But look, let's move as one, y'all.
What's going on? My name is Blunt.
He stayed up there. He ain't leaving.
Call me Extra. I got that name from Tammy. You know what I'm saying? I'm sending out my, Extra, read all about it. Yeah. So I'm saying, I'm sending out my...
Wait a minute. Wait a motherfucker. Wait a minute. Wait a motherfucking minute. His mama called. So when Quan brought his friends to the house, she said, that nigga, he extra. He doing too much, Quan. And he up there at man, that boy extra. He doing too much. Hey, you gotta love him. You know what I'm saying? That's Quan's family. I'm not gonna pick fun at his people and stuff. It's just interesting to see how his mama, she noticed some stuff about this man and said, gave him the proper nickname. But when he come around their house, there go Extra. Because this man, they let him talk. I thought the other dude was Extra, but he said extra, read all about it. What the hell? Coach Eddie on their butts? What the hell was going on? Wait a minute, y'all.
4 years to become a legend. You know what I'm saying? 34, he a legend.
Mm-hmm.
I witnessed it.
Yeah, that's enough, dog.
No, I was there with me. I'm sorry y'all going on my 2 minutes. But look, let's move as one, y'all.
He got an earpiece in like he with the Men in Black or something.
What's going on? My name is Blunt.
He didn't want to leave. The other dude, he stepped right back like, I'm getting all this shine.
You know what I'm saying? Call me Extra. I got that name from Tammy. You know what I'm saying? I'm sending out my, Extra, read all about it. Yeah. So I'm saying, I'm sending out my love to the family, Corey, Tammy. You know what I'm saying? I told Corey the other day, like, when I heard, like, how they grew up in the same cul-de-sac, I was like, boy, you a mint, boy, you were gonna happen regardless by mistake. You was just here, like, for real. I met that boy when he was 14, like, folk know Quan, like, you say 2018 or all them other years, but I heard Quan rapping when we were, like, in 9th grade. We made our first song in the kitchen. I think we was on Gresham in Jerry house in the kitchen. Made our first song. We went up to East Atlanta at the McDonald's, got out the car, let somebody hear the song. He was like, I want to sign y'all. We went back crunk, like we crunk back then. You know what I'm saying? We went crunk. So I'm saying, that my boy, I love my boy. Can't nothing bring my boy back, but he gonna live forever. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in this room here because he touched everybody. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say I love my boy. That's it.
Yo, that's what's up. That's what's up.
I'm sorry, y'all. I want to give one more special shout out to my mom. I love you, mama. Shalom alaikum, ox.
Just let it go. Just let it go. Just let it roll, man.
Good afternoon. My name is Jonathan Leonard, and I had the honor and pleasure to serve as Quan's music attorney, his entertainment attorney. I don't know, Mike spoke earlier talking about Jewish attorneys and that sort of thing, but Quan chose a black man.
There you go. There you go. Say that, man. Say it. That's what they've been needing to hear. What was Killer Mike talking about, man? That wasn't even necessary. Out of all the black folks in Atlanta doing big things, he ain't trying to big up no man. Get him the fuck out of here, yo.
To be his attorney.
No doubt.
I don't know much about Yom Kippur, but if Corey, you go to church with me, we going to the Baptist church.
Yeah, tell me.
Back in Nashville, Tennessee, where I grew up.
Right.
So much respect to Quan and Corey for entrusting me with something as important as their business and their music career.
And tell Killer Mike to come back home while he preaching that black BS, man.
When I met Quan he was already hitting on all cylinders. He was a huge star. By the time that we met, we were introduced by Cy Gray. Corey, we set up a meeting for Corey to come to the office, and Corey arrived at my office. It took actually probably a year before he actually came through to talk to me from when we first made contact, but he made it to my office, and I was sitting in my conference room awaiting him, and he walked in, and I stood up, shook his hand, and offered a seat to him, but Corey didn't sit down. Corey stood at the end of the conference table, looked at me, and he said, "Hey, man, look, this don't have to be long. How much you charge?" He was letting me know. It caught me off guard for a second, but he was letting me know that he was the protector of his son. And that if I had any intentions outside of doing what was right by him, that I was going to have to deal with him, that he was going to feel some type of way as it related to me. I might have to clear that sample. I sampled it for my speech. But Corey was clear to me that he meant business and that in no uncertain terms that he was the protector of his son. And so I said to him, my first words to him was, I said, well, let me first understand what your son's needs are from a legal standpoint. And then I can try to determine whether or not I can help. How can I help you? And so Corey at that point sat down, and that conversation went on for 3 hours. It felt like it was a 15-minute conversation.
Wow.
And at that point, we built the foundation that we now stand upon through doing the business for your son and protecting him in this business. And so shortly thereafter, I met Quan. Quan was as respectful and humble a talent as I had ever met. I've been doing this for almost 30 years now. I know I'm dating myself, but I've been doing music deals for 30 years, and I met a lot of different people. Quan was one of the most humble and respectful young brothers that I'd ever met. And so one of the things I noticed about Quan and Corey in their relationship is that it was built in mutual trust for one another. If I was talking to Quan, I knew I was talking to Corey. I knew Corey was in his ear. There was no conversation with Quan that Corey was not in some kind of way.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. See, I was confused this whole time, man. He talking about Quan's dad. Am I right? I thought he was talking about Quan. He was talking about Quan's dad came to him to speak on his son's behalf. Because I was thinking like, okay, Quan is protective of his son. Like, which son is he talking about? He's talking about he met with Quan's father to talk business about his son's business or whatever. Wow. So his father was on the move, meeting with lawyers, trying to get that business straight as a manager. I get it now. So he ain't really talking about Quan like that. He talking about Quan's daddy.
His wisdom upon his son. If I was talking to Corey, I knew he was talking to Quan. They were a duo that worked and had unbelievable trust for one another. And so I respected that about them, and I was very grateful.
Man, now this is not a good thing in my eyes. His father had the lawyer come up and speak his piece. So that's who he maintaining the relationship with. He's still on a good rapport with Quan's lawyer. So if there's any business deals that's coming out, any unreleased music, documentaries, whatever the case is, he got his mans in them. They've been tight. Quan no longer here, but they still riding together neck to neck. They flocking together. Quan ain't here, but you know, like the old saying go, one person don't stop no show. So yeah, man, it's looking like they still in the game and they ready to keep on playing it.
To be able to serve in that role for you all, as you heard from Mike. Not a lot of us come to our own to be guided in this business, but they entrusted me, and I am grateful, very grateful for that. Let me say just one thing. Atlanta, as Mike said, is a unique and special place. It allows us as a community the opportunity to form relationships with people that are celebrities, high profile, rub shoulders with them. Sometimes our kid might come home and they're in the room with someone in the classroom with someone who has a #1 song on the charts. You go into a restaurant and you are rubbing shoulders with somebody who has an international platform. It is important and incumbent upon us as a community to look at these people and understand what they go through on a day-to-day. Their challenges and their struggles are different than the normal persons that walk day-to-day. They become everything to everybody. They become commodities to companies, to personal relationships, to representatives.
But y'all knew that. So you could go find one of the top lawyers in Atlanta, but you couldn't go find somebody to get this man some professional help. And I'm not saying that he didn't, but the business side of things look like it's a success. What about his personal struggles? Therapist, counselors, something. Y'all talking about protecting the bag. Hey, look, Quan was a grown man. He was 34 years old. It's only so much a parent could do. But if you can go through all them hoops and bounds to find a professional to make sure that money is right, they could have went through the same hoops and bounds and find a professional to help this man get back on the right track. Where was the family intervention? Hey, man, I'm confused about that. If you, like I said, it's plenty of prestigious therapists and doctors and stuff out there, and we all need therapy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just ain't gonna do it. You could talk them blue in the face. So I don't know Quan's situation. He's a grown man, but his father made sure he got that business part together.
All over, they become everything to everybody, and that's a heavy weight to bear. And we oftentimes don't take that into consideration when we are interacting with them. I would say that we as a community need to turn towards asking the question, how can I help when you come in contact with these young men, young women? How can you be a benefit to them? How can you be an asset, not a liability? How can you be calm and not chaos? You know, how can you make their lives easier because they're struggling and dealing with things that you may never, ever know? And so I would ask us as a community that we come together and we think about these and not look at what is in it for us. And that's, I hope, Corey, I hope that's what you all understood with me, is that I cared about you all, your son, his best interests, those that sought to take advantage of him, that I stood in between that, along with you. You, man, are one of the best protectors I've ever seen to his son. You know, you really are. And so...
I'm over here thinking about Ray Charles and how everybody knew that Ray was on the dope. the people at the record companies, the people, the lawyers, everybody in his entourage, they knew that Ray Charles was on the dope. But he kept cranking out them hits. It's like if he get off of the dope, he not gonna have that same swag. He not gonna have that funk that he was putting out there. Them hits wouldn't have been the same. They knew he was able to get them hit songs because of the narcotics he was using, man. So it seemed like that's the same case with Quan, possibly. And I'm speaking about this while his family on the screen. No disrespect to them. They got him on the flyer, the funeral flyer, like he with the goon squad. They couldn't find a picture of him with a suit on or just a childhood picture. They got him on there like he about to mask up. But that's Negro here nor there. They knew what the hell was going on. But hell, if that's what gave him that swag and gave him that sauce, then hey, take another sip if it's going to get you another hit. That's how I'm starting to look at it.
To the family, thank you for the opportunity. I will continue to be here, man. I'm gone nowhere. You know, I stand here with you, and we will continue on your son's legacy. Thank you.
Big business. Big money popping. Still got that lawyer in the pocket. Think it's a Game Record CEO. Okay. See what he's talking about.
Good evening, everyone. In all my years, never did I think I'd be up here doing this for Quan. When I met Quan, I immediately knew he was special. His energy, his passion, and he always had a way with words. I remember asking him, "What's your goal in music?" And he said, "I just want to be heard."
He reading from his phone.
I said, "Well, I'm going to make sure that the world hears you." Quan was like a little brother to me. He always cherished the little things, the gestures of love, and always told you how much he appreciated it. But one thing...
Oh, what the hell going on here? Gestures of love.
Did not play about was his art. So with that, he always told you when he disagreed with you. He made it loud and clear. I'll share a story with y'all.
Tell it from the heart.
We had this record called Flex. And believe it or not, Quan hated the song. He fought with me, and he said, "I got so many more songs."
Now he about to take credit for one of Quan's greatest hits. He had to write that shit down. Because if he said, if it's a true story, spill it. Take the shades off and say it. How you going to take credit for this man, one of his biggest hits, while you reading it from your phone? Man, it don't work like that. If you got something to say it already. If you mean it, however it come out, if it's the truth, say it, man. He had to write it down.
That I don't want to release it. I knew that the record was a hit, so I had to figure out how to get us on the same page. Nonetheless, he was not changing his mind no matter how much I tried to convince him. I said, "You know what? He's just going to have to be mad at me about this one." So I put the song out. He tried his best not to support it, but the song got so big, finally he had no choice. He came back to me and said, "Okay, big bro, you were right." And this went on to be one of the biggest records of Quan's career to this day. Him being the grateful person that he was always able to double back and express his gratitude. I truly love that about him. Ironically, on the morning that he passed, I was in the gym listening to his music and reminiscing about the good times that we shared. I don't know why that was, but he was heavy on my mind and my spirit. I had no idea about what had already transpired. When the calls came in, I was in shock the entire day. It didn't hit me until the next day that he was really gone. Although he's not here right now, and as I stand here in front of y'all, I'm just still processing it all. It still doesn't even seem real. Quan was a light. He had the energy that made everyone he came in contact with want to be a part of it. He wasn't just an artist, he inspired a whole generation of people, musicians, and fans alike. His work ethic, his creativity, his commitment, and his determination, these were all qualities that people admired about Quan. No matter what he was committed to, he loved that studio. He made success look effortless, but those of us...
Was they beefing or no?
Period.
Was they still tight? Was they still cool? Was they still friends? Was they cordial? Did they keep in touch? Did he just pop back up for the funeral? Did they ask him to be there just to fill a slot? I don't know, man. It don't sound like they was on good terms when Quan passed, or around the time Quan passed. He said he was in the gym listening to Quan's music the same day he passed. I'm not calling him a liar or nothing like that, but y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in the comment section. I don't feel no type of way about it, but I'm just curious to know how y'all feel about it in the comment section, man.
Who were close to Quan know just how much effort he put into everything that he did. He showed us that it wasn't just about the destination, but it was also about the journey. Watching Quan evolve from the kid recording at his mom's house to a global superstar.
Where his daddy at?
It was impossible not to
Hold on, who's this?
Family out of state.
Oh, shit.
And I was accepted by them, so I want to tell you, Corey, that meant everything to me, and I'm honored to be here to speak at your son's funeral.
Wait a minute. Go back.
His uncle that we lost last year, Meat, was my best friend, one of my close friends. And rest in peace, Meat. We miss him dearly.
Not his family, to my family, man. I thank y'all for giving us this beautiful soul. You know what I mean? And to all of y'all out here, the supporters,
for allowing me
okay.
the opportunity.
Quan, I'm laughing, joking, you know. That's...
Okay, let's do this. Let's go. Play that. I want to hear what Stack talking about.
Good morning. My name is Rocco. Quan, someone that I held very near and dear to me. I want to start by saying Quan was that guy, and he knew it, you know. In the room he went in, he lit it up. You know, I remember seeing Quan one day. I was going through something. I had some on my mind, you know. I was frowned up. You know, by the time I left Quan, I'm laughing, joking, you know. That's just Quan, you know. He lit it up, you know. And it's hard for me, you know, because that was my boy. That's my brother, you know what I mean? And, I got a crazy story. I got a call from Quan. He was like, you know, Quan talk fast. He was like, big bro, I need you. I'm doing my anniversary party at the Tabernacle. I need you, come on, pop out. So I'm like, but you know, I'm from Atlanta, so I understand. I understood him. I was like, I'm in there, you know? I'm in there with you. But I'm a translator. He was like, big bruh, I'm doing my anniversary party at the Tabernacle. I need you to pop out with me. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said. So fast forward, we do the show. He bring me out. He passed the mic off to me. I'm in there with him. We rocking. I look back through my peripheral. You know, I see Quan over. He's standing on something. He dancing. He rapping all my words. You know, that just gave me that extra energy to turn up some more and go harder, you know. And that's the type of person he was, you know. And we're going to always hold Quan in that light. Quan is forever goated in this city. We're going to champion Quan forever. We're going to keep Quan music streaming. We're going to keep listening to Quan. DJ is going to keep spinning Quan. We ain't never let Quan name die, ever. And as you can see, my boy still going in. You see where we at? We in Creflo Dollar Church. My boy still going in. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That right, too. That right, too.
Mm-hmm.
Corey, I love you, brother. Tam, I love you. On one call away, you ever need me, call me. You already know. I talk to you every day anyway, my brother. I love you. Atlanta, we love y'all. Quan love y'all. Continue to keep my brother name going. We ain't never letting this name die. On God.
Ain't look at not one paper, not one time, man.
Period.
Ain't read from no script, no phone. Straight from the gut, from the heart, from the soul. That's what I'm talking. See, that's what they needed. They need more of that up there. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm
Stephen
Monte.
A. Jackson.
Rich homie Monte to a lot. I can get up here and talk for a while, but I'm gonna try to make it short and brief. I was gifted the opportunity about 20 years ago by Tammy to be in Quan's life. A lot of y'all hear the baseball stories, right? I was that one person that took that faith and said, you know what, it's something in you. I see it in you. He was real timid. He was real shy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he could play ball.
Mm-hmm.
He could play ball. At that time, I didn't know anything about rapping. I didn't know nothing about it from him. But I had some family member that's in the building, that's in the entertainment, right? So I'm gonna transition into his third year when I started knowing that he had a problem. That big problem was women. He wasn't coming to practice. So I would go as I'm taking my journey. Rashad, his JV coach, is over there. He could tell y'all this. He would be sitting on the gate at McNair talking to a girl. And I'd be like, bruh, why you ain't come to practice? Talk real fast. Man, it ain't fun no more, man. Come on, make it ain't fun no more, man. You know, I don't know, it just ain't fun no more.
Wanted them cheeks.
And I said, man, you know what, man? We got a lot of things in store for you, man. I need you to come on to practice. He came back a couple times, but guess what? That liking for women took over again. I started finding out he was smoking weed.
Getting cheeks.
Got to me, I didn't know what to do. And I remember going to Quan and saying, hey, man, well, what do you want to do with your life? And he said, hey, man, I've been rapping. I've been in the studio. And I looked at him and I said, oh. Because I had so much experience with seeing negative things in the music industry, and I gave Quan this promise. And I said, whatever you want to do in life, I'm with you. I'm riding by your side. Y'all understand me? And through that journey, Quan got arrested. That's when I was introduced to Corey, my right-hand man. I'm losing one of my hands, but I still got one of my hands. So the stories that y'all hear about this rich homie debt, this rich homie dynasty, this business that we put together, this brotherhood, if you knew Quan, like Nar said, if you know Quan and if you want to know Quan, go back right now today when you get home and listen to Quan music. His whole life is poured into every single song. Nothing he rapped about was fiction. If you want to know him, go back and pay attention to that.
I'm going to do that.
And for every single soul in this building, man, I appreciate y'all all for showing my boy the love that he deserves. Standing on his legacy. Standing on his legacy. Because at 34 years old, he'll be 35 in a couple weeks. Quan is a true icon, a true legend, and a very, very, very loving man. So to my family, not his family, to my family, man, I thank y'all for giving us this beautiful soul. You know what I mean? And to all of y'all out here, the supporters, I don't like to call people fans. I appreciate y'all for letting us and allowing us to say, Rich homie, baby.
Yo, that was another good one, man. I'm proud of this funeral service for having these keynote speakers that's really telling it from the heart, man. But I'm thinking, how many, I'm not going to call them enablers because, like I said, Quan is a grown-ass man. Well, he's a grown-ass man. You know, I believe he's still alive and he's still rich in spirit. But damn, that's just how it go in society. I want to leave Quan out of this for a minute. So when people see you going through something and you struggling with something like addiction, they gonna let you. I mean, I'm pretty sure they talked to him about it. I'm pretty sure they tried to tell him about it, but you know, a grown person gonna do what they want to do. I'm pretty sure these people had mad love for Quan, but at the end of the day, you know, he did what he wanted to do because that last dude that spoke, he seemed like he was real influential in Quan's life. And I'm pretty sure he was in his ear saying good things and trying to, you know, it's just unfortunate that we wound up losing such a good brother like that. You know what I'm saying? Here we go.
Good evening. I want to start. I need y'all to repeat after me.
That ain't no damn Young DC Fly.
Period.
They got the names fucked up. As soon as I started to big up the production, this shit just took a horrible turn. So I don't know who was who no more. Who it was? They said the first dude was Stephen A. Jackson. Was the who? What's happening here, man? I'm confused. They got the people all mixed up.
They don't know what I've been through. They don't know the half. They only know what I tell them. Yeah. Okay. And I said, I wanted to make sure I say those bars for a lot of people that want to judge people, because if you've never been a breadwinner of your family, if you never put your family first, if you never did everything and put your career, your life, your finance, and did everything for your family and kids, then you won't know what it takes. You won't know what people go through, the ups and downs that it takes to be great. So for all the people that judge, those bars are for you. Second, I came into the Rich Homie family through his uncle that we lost last year, Meat. Was my best friend, one of my close friends. And rest in peace, Meat. We miss him dearly. He was a big part of Quan's life. And I came into this family when I played for the Hawks, and I have two families out here, the Platt family, my brother Will, my best man in my wedding, and Lamar family. These are my two families. I come from Texas in 2003 when I played for the Hawks, and they embraced me and accepted me as family. And 2 years ago, I lost my little brother and my little sister a month apart. And I couldn't get back to Atlanta to handle some business. And it was a serious situation. And I had Corey, I had Dre, I had them to call. And I appreciated that, because when you move to different places, you really don't have family out of state. And I was accepted by them. So I want to tell you, Corey, that meant everything to me. And I'm honored to be here to speak at your son's funeral. I'm honored to be here because he meant the world to me. Me and Quan had conversations. Our conversation was about, and Corey will tell you, say, big bro, how all these basketball players go broke after they get through playing? Our conversation was about, he asked me, how are you saving money for your kids? How are you putting money for your kids? What are you doing for your family long term? How are you still relevant? All these things, because he cared about being there for his family and for his family being in a great position if anything happened. He always talked about putting his family in a better position. And I'm honored to be here to thank his family for accepting me. Grandma, I see you there looking so beautiful. I love you. It's good to see you. I want to say this to to Dre, Duke, and his sister. This time right now, when all these cameras are gone, when nobody's here.
Damn, he took the other brother out of the equation. He just went ahead and subtracted him from the whole shit. Like, I ain't talking about his ass.
Want to take pictures and be here for the wrong reasons. This is the time that y'all have to be closer than ever. Because your mother and your father is going to need you, because it's hard to explain how to lose a child, right? And I know y'all three are going to have tears every day of y'all life, but I want to tell you this. Don't hesitate to cry. Don't hesitate to cry, because when you're crying, the tears are just the way you show love to a person that's not here in the physical. So feel free to cry and stay as strong as you can in your family, because y'all going to need each other more than ever. Corey, I love you. You know I will always be here for you, and I appreciate y'all having me as family. Assalamu alaikum.
His father acting like he a boss. Y'all see him over there? Like, I run the nigga. He got a big old pinky ring and everything.
How y'all doing? Pastor, I ain't gonna be long.
I see it on your face. You like, what I'm here for? First off, we want to say God is the greatest. All right? And when I talk with passion. So
You
I
itching?
want y'all to bear with me. Listen closely.
What the fuck was he doing last night? He looked like he just rolled out of bed, like, yeah, threw on that dusty ass jacket. It probably cost more than, anything I own, but who knows, man? He itching. He looks stained. Don't he know he had a funeral? His hands ashy. He looked like, nights like this, I wish raindrops would fall. What's going on with DC Fly? That Hollywood life ain't no joke. It's eating him alive.
Mama. I call you mama. We been introduced since 2003. Big bro. So, it's real family. Corey, what going on? Y'all gave us an icon. Y'all gave us a legend. We all on borrowed time. So the things that he accomplished while he was here, we want to let y'all know that we're going to continue on his legacy. And even through the small amount of time, it made a big impact. You understand? And I know he's the head of the household, and a lot of people in here is probably questioning. Now, there's two ways to ask questions. The first way to ask questions is you're asking because you're trying to learn the knowledge so you can apply it to.
What crackhead shit is this, man?
Period.
Them Gucci reps gonna rip him to shreds. Dapper Dan gonna put him in the headlock. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Hey, man, it is what it is. Go ahead.
Future understandings. And the second way to ask questions is you're questioning because you want to question the reasoning for what's going on. And the second way of questioning can be disobedience.
The fuck
So
is
we
he?
always have to go with the first way of how we ask questions, not why is this happening, not why is this happening to me. No, we have to ask God, what is the purpose? What is the lesson? How do I apply this to my future understanding? Because this is the end. He's at peace. One day we too shall do this. He's still leading. He said, I got to go to see what's going on. But as you can see, I'm still leading. You shall follow. So at the end of the day, y'all, Mom, I want to let you know, because we talked yesterday. And when we talked yesterday, I was just observing, and I want you to know that you are being obedient. The way you spoke, your energy, the way you talk, your head. Corey said it yesterday. She said, I'm going off how my mama going. But how
Oh, that's his mama, his grandmama.
supposed to move during these times? Because all the morals and the doctrines, this is the only time that we really apply it.
Okay.
Hurt Job. Everybody go read the book of Job. Just read the book of Job. He took everything from Job. He kept snatching everything from Job. And Job, like every Christian that, everybody like, I put so much good into the world. Why so much bad coming to me? He like, you know what? I ain't really been bad to nobody. I just want to talk to him. I want to ask him why. Why he doing this to me? God looked at him and said, who you talking to? Why not you? This is the time for you to praise my name. This is the time for you to tell the other people through the midst of pain, I'm the one that's giving you the strength.
Praise his name.
So when people think you crazy, Mom, you ain't crazy. You being obedient. And I'm here to tell the family, big bro, so it's time to be obedient. It's time to take charge. Because I know the twilight zone is real, but guess what? It's real. This is the real.
Uh-oh, they need to get this man some help.
Period.
ASAP. What the hell is going on? Am I tripping? Or do y'all worry for this man like I'm worried? And I'm nobody to judge, but damn, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my boy. Is he all right? Yo, pray for young DC Fly. Maybe what happened to Quan took a toll on him. He probably was up thinking about Quan all night and, had to get a grip on himself. People mourn differently, so I ain't trying to make fun of him. Y'all say a prayer for my boy DC.
And I understand the pain. This is a familiar pain. And I'm here to tell you as a soldier, I'm strapped up with you. I'm ready to fight with you.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So continue to be a leader to the family. Listen, it ain't over with, y'all. It ain't over with. He did what he was supposed to do. We all on borrowed time. Nobody in here know how they gonna leave.
Mm-hmm.
But when you leave and we meet our maker, we want to make sure, hey, wasn't I obedient? Didn't I do the best I could? So we're going to keep his name alive, and I want to tell the family, I love y'all, and I'm here with you forever. Keep God first, everybody. Quan, I love you, big bro. You a legend.
No doubt. Somebody say he's still grieving his wife. That's right, man. He's still grieving.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a hand to the Reverend DC Fly. We come to a moment now where it says memories. Someone has accurately put that memories.
Oh man, his family about to get up there. Oh man. His family about to. Oh, this the part.
It says that the file boxes of memories.
This the part, y'all.
Flourishing every day.
This is it.
It is housed in those file boxes memories that can bless us in days to come. The Bible tells us that when we think on certain things, we ought to rejoice. And one of the irrevocable facts is that we can rejoice because we're in this room. Your presence is indicative of the fact not that Quan died, but we're here because he lived.
Mm-hmm.
And because he lived with us, the word is, which is a third person singular indicative of the irregular verb be, means that he still is.
Mm-hmm.
He's in all of us as he has
Where Creflo at?
touched our lives.
Where Creflo?
In us.
There, Creflo, come on at the end.
Jacorius Lamar and Brandy Griffin, Andre Monfort,
Mm-hmm.
Sequoia, Monfort.
Hold on, wait.
Gained a brother. Well, two.
Okay.
I am Brandy Simone Griffin, and by extension, Lamar. If you know Quan, you know his motto was fam first, right next to that's right too.
Mm-hmm.
My dad, Corey Lamar, came into my life when I was 3 years old, which means at 3 years old, I gained a brother. Well, two, but I wouldn't meet Duke until later.
He
Quan
had
and I
kids.
always had a unique bond.
Mm-hmm.
I never would have imagined that my brother would blow up to be a global icon and legend. This is the same person who would ask me to call my mom and our dad while they were on a date night to see if he could use the car to go get me McDonald's. I never asked for McDonald's, and I don't think he was coming back with food, but they already told you about his women. This is the person who told me and Duke we were just playing boot camp in the basement, just so he could turn the treadmill up to 15 and watch us fly off. I still have the scars on my back to prove it.
Damn, she act like he was a horrible brother. Let me ask your mama if I could use the car. Go get you some McDonald's. And he never came back with the Mickey D's. He off smashing some chick. Then he turned the treadmill up to the sky high and watched them flip off like pizzas on the rack. Wow, she sound like she traumatized. Hold up.
I still have the scars on my back to prove it.
Damn.
This is the same jokester who hid behind my parents' door for God knows how long just to jump out and terrify the crap out of me so that I could go running, screaming, and crying into my dad's arms. I never would have guessed that same brother and jokester would have such a major impact on hip-hop culture, black culture, Atlanta, and the world.
Do she hate her brother or no, man? She sound like she happy he dead. Maybe let me shut up. Maybe she gonna get around to some nice stuff. Yeesh.
But he did. I remember when Quan first blew up, I was 16. My dad had just bought me a silver convertible Beetle. I would ride up the hill to Mays High School with the top drop to type away. Rain, sleet, hot, cold, snow, it did not matter. While I always thought he was talented and it was cool to have a brother who was a celebrity, he was never Rich Homie Quan to me, just my brother. I take comfort in the fact that the last conversation we had 2 days before he passed, we were starting to plan our dad's 55th birthday celebration in Miami. The last words he said to me were, "I love you, sis." We never think about the mortality of our siblings, our parents, grandparents, and other elders, maybe. But a brother at 34, never. My lesson in this is make sure you hold your loved ones tight and tell them you love them often, so that when God calls them home, you're at peace knowing the relationship y'all had, the love y'all shared, and that they're resting easy with God in heaven. Until we meet again, I love you, Quan.
Shit, man. Yo, what was that all about? Hey, let's just move on, man. I'm not gonna rip into her or nothing like that, but now I feel some type of way.
Greetings. How everybody doing today? A little quiet in here, ain't it? I'm not here to talk about no memories. I'm just speaking. Progress. The verb definition of progress is to move forward or onward in a space of time. Your life was the definition of progress, big brother. The good work that was put in day by day didn't go unnoticed. I can promise you that. When becoming a man, we must become uncomfortable with being comfortable. We must become comfortable with being uncomfortable. I apologize. You was a testimony of that. Your life was built brick by brick with many troubles along the way, but count your blessings and not your troubles was the cornerstone of it all. We all appreciate your life. It gave us light that can never be duplicated. As crazy as it sounds, life isn't fair, but that's what makes it fair for us all. Now, family, as Frederick Douglass once stated, without struggle, there's no progress. And right now, we're going through a very tough struggle.
Who is he?
We must embrace the situation in one another. Iron sharpens iron, so we may bend, but break it is not an option. If you didn't have a reason before, you got one now. And know a journey of 1,000,000 miles begins with one single step. Rest easy, big brother.
Yo, that's what's up. Was that his brother? That was his brother?
Hey, y'all. I don't really have too much to say, but the world knows I love my brothers. My brothers, the world knows. I just want to say thank you. I always bragged about him from his very first song to his last one. I was his biggest fan. Whoever he went against, I went against with him. Wherever Dre wasn't, I was.
Well,
From
damn.
the west side to the east side, they know me.
Damn. These women got me over here shaking in my boots, man. They coming harder than every man that ever got on the mic to speak. And I respect her authority. She ain't about no games. I'm terrified, man. This woman will snap you in half.
Quan crazy sister. So to everybody, I just want everybody to, if this was the message, thank you, and to my family, we gonna get better. And to them kids, I'm TT. I'm gonna forever be TT. To my brother Dre, I love you. Everybody on this front line, I love you. Second line and third line. To everybody that traveled with him, thank you for protecting him and bringing him back home for one. Bringing back home one. Back to my mom. Mom, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Ma, I got you.
Period.
Period.
You know, I never really prepared anything to say to my brother in the casket, so I'm just gonna go.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
I lost my dad in 21, so to lose my brother in 24 is just, you know, like it's the hole is deeper. So to keep going forward for the kids and myself, I ain't gonna say it's gonna be easy, but you know, I don't know how to fail.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't raised on failure. I wasn't raised on quitting. You know, my mama showed me how to love. My daddy taught me strict behavior and taught me how to get up when I fall. And Corey taught me the same things, and he also taught us how to hustle. So if we don't know how to do nothing else, we know how to keep going. You feel me? So it's hard, and we never had these discussions. Like me and Quan would talk about everything.
Is that Quan chain on his neck, or do he got his own rich homie Quan chain?
Never planned on talking about planning our funerals for each other. So like this is still unbelievable. I feel like flies. I don't want to accept it, but I have to. You know? I don't know. My brother, he hurt me with this.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
He hurt me, man. But to see him grow and to know, like, we started this from a karaoke machine. Like, my brother made his own beats. He recorded himself. He learned how to do all that with no school, you know? Like, I would be outside playing sports and he'd be in the house on a computer. Like, it's just what he was. He perfected his craft, and I stood there and I watched him grow every day, every night. I traveled with him everywhere. He took us from around 285 to flights to Dubai. In 2014, I traveled the world with a passport. Like, since I was a child, my mama always made me walk to the bathroom with my brother, and he was the oldest. You know, I could be mid-bite, like, get up, you better go follow him to that bathroom, you know? So I was always his protector, you know, even though he was the oldest, I always walked through them doors first. And he has now opened up doors for this family for us to continue and be better than what we were yesterday. So I want to applaud him and tell him that I appreciate him from taking me from 285, Old National, to the East Side, to endless flights, from instant oatmeal and cereal to continental breakfast. You know, and from continental breakfast to personal chefs. You know what I'm saying? Like we went from apartments, you know, sometimes no hot water, man. Like we didn't stop. I love you, man.
That's real. He did good, man. He did good. No prep, no paper, no nothing. From the heart, from the gut. Oh, here go his daddy, y'all. Oh, man. Go his pop. Oh, man. I don't know if I'm ready. I know I said a lot of things about this man, and I apologize.
It is with heavy hearts that we are here today. Just like everybody else, I'm still in disbelief. September the 5th, when I got the phone call, and I had to redirect myself to go to Quan's home. I was shaking. I was scared. But I was also praying on that ride. Upon my arrival, they were bringing Quan out the house.
Oh, no.
And I asked, could I ride with him? And they said, no, you can't ride.
That ain't what he told the news.
So I went in the house and...
That's not what he said, y'all. Okay. thought they asked him if he wanted to go, and he said he didn't want to go. Maybe I got it confused. I'm gonna shut up and let this man talk.
Told Amber, I think you should get ready and go to the hospital. I'll stay back with Leor.
There it go. He didn't want to go.
Duke and Koya proceeded.
Mm.
As I was in there, I was praying because something came over me. I was nervous and scared because I was just thinking about what if. And I got the confirmation that my son had transitioned. Only my son, but my friend.
His vocals bugging up. Do y'all hear him? Is that my mic or is that the yo, this is weird, man. Cause I swear I'm having hold up, my shit stopped too. Can y'all hear me out there? Yo, this is being weird. Hold on, let me get this together real quick. Cause my is the camera was going on. I see it. I'm stuck. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yo, man, this is the whole thing shit going on. Yo, if I yo, Quan, I do apologize, man. I don't know if y'all can hear me out there, but the camera stopped. The shit started skipping. This is bad for business, man. No, wait 1 second. They got yo, man, I do not know what the hell just happened here today, but this is horrible. I'm gonna try to fix it, but if I can't fix it, maybe it's just fucked. Oh no, this is beyond bad. Let me see if it'll play. Yo, it ain't even playing no more, man. Yo, I guess we ain't supposed to hear what this man got to say. I ain't never experienced nothing like this in my life, yo. I'm gonna try to fix it one more time, but yo, this is bad. Quan family with it. Somebody said the video was on mute. I could see it, but I could hear it. Hold on, can y'all hear it? Let me double check real fast because I'm trembling. Is it? Video was on. There's no sound coming out of it. And I didn't do the camera jack up and this, man, I rebuke in the name, man. This should have never happened like this. Hold on, y'all bear with me. It's gonna take us in no way, shape, or form. Are we back or is it live? Like, what's going on? Like, I'm paranoid, man. I'm just gonna repent and rebuke. That's all I could do, man, is repent and rebuke. Are y'all still there? Can y'all hear me? I'm petrified, man. I never experienced nothing like this ever. Is it back? Is it live? Can y'all hear me, man? Let me know what's going on. I'm over here shaking. I'm trembling. I'm scared. Like the camera messed up. The mic was bad. It's just, wow. I had to reboot the whole computer and start it from the top. I should have never said those things about Quan's dad and his family and all that stuff, man, because that's some bad energy, yo.
This
I ain't
is what
doing
5
no
pounds
more
of body fat
videos
looks like.
about,
Want to lose this and more? Keep
deceased
watching. Have you
people.
seen this guy? The one
That's
that says,
it, man. If somebody passed, well, I ain't gonna tell that story, but yeah, I got to be more cautious about how I
To be a
approach
role.
content when people pass away. Because Quan, you figure Quan was just some rapper that had some hits back in the day, and oh, it's just gonna be another situation where we lose a rapper. But man, I've witnessed it firsthand, and not only that, but it's been a whole bunch of other stuff going on that just had me thinking, like, what the hell is going on? So, look, I want to say rest in peace to Rich Homie Quan. Do not play about and it's not that I was playing about people being deceased or nothing. Matter of fact, let me show y'all what I'm talking about. And that just had me thinking, like, I'm gonna show y'all what's going on. Because as a man, you gotta admit where you was wrong. Y'all gotta see this, man. Now these the products I put. See, this shit ain't right, bro. It ain't right.
Period.
It ain't right. Oh man, I gotta do better. I'm gonna do better because I see where the foolishness is at. And there's no way. I said Rich Homie Quan funeral is a hot mess money grab. And that is not the case. I put that out yesterday before the funeral came out. And the reason why I put it out is because I figured it would be, since they had him on the flyer, like you going to a concert or something like that. Then it was Rich Homie Quan was found in the kitchen. That's what they said. You know what I'm saying? I'm just reporting the news, but this is where I should have never did that. Rich Homie Quan dad, I failed him by condoning drugs. No, that's foul. Rich Homie, the shit people do for views, man, I ain't doing it no more. This ain't right. I refuse to speak on deceased people like that. I got to put some more respect on their names. And it's funny how when his dad got up to speak, that's when my shit started acting all, man, I ain't playing them games no more. I rebuke, man. I rebuke all of that. Shala La Boca. Praise the Lord. I'm just a YouTuber trying to make it. Y'all see the dust? It's bad over here. I would take this camera and show y'all around the room. I ain't got Rich Homie Quan money. Somebody hit that Cash App. I'm just over here trying to make it. People did click on the videos though, but that's besides the point. I apologize to the Quan family. DOCZ Daily ain't doing it no more. I'm celebrating this man's life, and hopefully the Lord allow us to hear it this time. Listen. Hold on, wait a minute. That's that damn Delilah Boyd in here. Something ain't right. We got some witches in the building, and I ain't saying she a witch. Or anybody. Damn, I should have never said that. Oh, God.
Period.
I rebuke you. Shala La Boca, man. Pray, where my crucifix? This ain't, man, I'm paranoid. I can't do nothing right. I'm trying. People leaving the video and stuff. It was more people watching when I was having technical difficulties than when I came back. This can't be life, man. Y'all gonna have to pray for me, because this energy ain't right. She said, I love you, motherfucker. What the fuck? I don't know. Shaman of truth. Y'all see this shit? It ain't right. We got evil people in the building. Raimondo Longwood. Just sound evil. I don't know, man. We gonna get it. I'm gonna fix all of this stuff. I promise I am. Let me see if we can hear this.
And to be a
I can't hear it. Can y'all hear it? Because I can't hear it.
Man should be.
Let me see if I can get it right.
Built upon integrity, morals, and values.
Shit. Can y'all hear it?
In this industry.
Can y'all hear his father? Because they not allowing me to hear nothing.
But because of the morals and values that
what is going on? Technical difficulties.
A lot of things we turn down.
Oh my God, this is so
feel
bad.
Morally right.
Y'all can hear it, but I can't hear it.
The love that has been displayed these past
I'm trying
days
to fix it. What the fuck is going on?
For our son.
Yo, it's safe to say that I need to just end the stream. I done committed a treason. I've been doing way too much, y'all. It ain't gonna let me play it. They don't want me to hear it. They don't want me to. Y'all could hear the audio, but I can't even hear that man speaking. What in the world is going on? You don't play about dead people. You don't play about funerals. You don't. That's something that you don't do. Somebody say, yes, I can hear him speaking. Yeah, you can, but I can't. Hold on, look at this.
it's been
I can't hear a
immeasurable.
motherfucking thing. He don't even want me to. They don't even
It's
want
like
me to
now
hear
when I
his
hear a Rich
voice.
Homie Quan song, it sounds
They
different
don't
to
even
me.
want me. They not even allowing me to hear what's coming out this man's
I was
mouth.
looking at Channel 2 News a week
And
ago.
I'm pressing every
the
button
word
I could
Rich
possibly
Homie
press, but
Quan.
they not gonna let me do it.
And the lady said,
I don't
he's an
know.
Atlanta
Can y'all hear
icon.
the sound effects? Can y'all hear anything? Okay, pause. I need to figure this out. Because I already apologized. In the name of the Lord, man. Y'all hear them thunder? I can't even hear the thunder sounds. Bad business, man. Bad business. What about this? I can't hear shit. I gotta fix this. Because I already apologized. I'm not trying to be a sinner.
Period.
Or a heathen. I'm pressing all this shit and I don't hear a motherfucking thing. Somebody said alternative 454. That, man, I'm on a Mac. It ain't gonna do it, man. And y'all supposed to be looking out for me when stuff like this happen, and y'all too busy in the chat laughing and carrying on like this is funny. If I blame anybody, it's y'all, because y'all clicked and a lot of people didn't even hit the like button. So what y'all want me to do when we start having technical problems? What about now? I can't hear a motherfucking thing. Okay, I'm gonna try one more thing. Try that. Try that. About now. Can't hear it.
Period.
Can't do it. This is so bad. It's so bad, y'all. Well, I guess Quan's father don't want me to have him speaking on my platform because of some videos I made back in the day. They ain't rocking with your boy.
I just looked up at God and said,
Oh, let me try one more time. I need to give it up, but damn it. Well, I might as well just go ahead and repent and get the hell on out of here, man, because I fucked up. And, look, this is his funeral. He gone. So I'm done making videos about Quan. I'm done. I still can't hear shit. There's no explanation for this. Hold on. What's happening here? Let me double check this real fast. What's going on here? Let me see if I can fix some stuff. We're gonna take it. What about now? Hold on. Let me see. Play it. No. Did that do
thank you.
Oh my God, the computer fucking up.
Transition isn't.
Ain't nothing I can do, y'all. It's game over. Lights out. I'm not included in the Rich Homie family. They not going for it. He got some. I know y'all can hear it, Holly Molly, but I can't hear it. So I don't know what to do. Let me try this real quick and see if that'll work for me. What about now?
For all of us.
Nope, it ain't going.
And I know that day is gonna come.
It ain't gonna let me play. Why, Lord? Why? Don't fucked up my 5. Now I got 1 star. 1 star. I'm gonna delete this whole video. I'm not even gonna leave it up there. I'm just gonna delete the video, and that's gonna be the end of it. I'm embarrassed. Got 1 star. I tried everything. Y'all telling me to plug this in and plug that in. I'm trying to let y'all know. Hold on, let me see something. Let me try this. Let me see if that put me back in the game, baby. Y'all wait 1 second, baby.
Him again.
Oh, that didn't even do it. Let me try this.
Right now, I'm waiting.
My prayers have been forgiven. I got bolts.
Period.
I got periods. I got my period.
Period.
I got my period.
Period.
Lightning, I got rain. It's back. I've been delivered. I'm going to take this time. I'm going to listen to what his father had to say, but I'm going to take this time to put some respect on his daddy's name. Because he lost his son, and I tried to make it seem like it was his fault that Quan was gone. Like he the one that gave him the drugs. Like he the one that caused him to OD. Like he would ever want something bad to happen to his child. I see, man. You can't. The God has shown me something today. I'm gonna elaborate on it. Y'all could do what y'all want to do. This is between me and God. And if you want to stick around for it, then go ahead and stick around for it. It's time for me to be transparent. You know, I ain't right. I know I ain't right. And I've been admitting more and more that I'm not right as a person. There's a lot of stuff that's about me that's wrong, and I've been wrong. And if you've been watching the videos, you've been hearing me say that a lot. That ain't right. I ain't right. I'm acknowledging the fact that I have plenty of flaws, and there's certain things that I do, certain things that I believe, and it just ain't right. And I need to change, and I'm looking forward to change, man. The way I've been doing this content, I've been doing a lot of troll shit, man. But you figure, hell, if they gonna click on the video, baby, you gotta roll the dice. That's the only way it's gonna work. But now I'm starting to realize it ain't even about all that. I want to put the utmost respect on Rich Homie Quan and a lot of other people that I covered in the past, man. Like, I just gotta show y'all this one more time because I'm disgusted with myself. And I need to repent, and y'all gotta witness this. Said his funeral was a hot mess money grab, and that wasn't even the case. I gotta do better. Now they did say he was found, but I didn't have to. Yeah. I got him on the thumbnail looking like a duck, a frog, or whatever. I didn't have to do him like that. I said, did he kill Dalia too? He's a monster. I gotta do better. Jay-Z got Beanie Siegel working in the food truck. No love. Like Jay-Z forced Beanie Siegel to flip them burgers in the food truck. Said Tyrese is not making any sense. What the fuck is he talking about? He might not make sense to other people. Well, he might not make sense to me, but he probably makes sense to other people. So that was a bad decision. Mariah Carey oddly lost her mother and sister the same day like J Hud. I threw Jennifer Hudson into it. Mariah looking like, oh my God. Then I put Mariah on there with the Michael Myers face. Like she did it. It ain't right, man. Diddy's secret mega train party exposed. Like it's a mega train. The Soul Train, everybody in Hollywood, you got it's two men kissing each other, Cuba Gooding Jr. trying to get some cheeks from a little ride. You got him in the kitchen with the it's just a mess, man. I gotta do better. Nipsey did what with Diddy? Whack 100 exposed Black Sam and Nipsey Hussle, implying that Nipsey and Diddy had sex.
Period.
That ain't right. What happened to Ashanti? Ashanti looked different after having Nelly's baby. Look what I did to her face. She looked like a mother of four. And this her first baby. I didn't have to do that. Diddy gave Craig Mack AIDS. Look at his eyes. I ain't right. I gotta do better, man. I said Tyrese cried again like a baby, speaking on divorce and more. Look at them big ass tears coming out his eyes. I said Tyrese cried like a little baby and put him on the thumbnail with big, big tears. He said, I'm black and I like to cry. I should have put, I'm black as hell and I like to cry.
Period.
Hold on, what is going on around here? Yeah. They talking about I ain't registered to vote. Hey, it is what it is, man. They're going to have to get over it. Okay, let's move on. I've repented. You know what I'm saying? I promise I'm going to do better from now on. It ain't going to be this bad. Look, these people, nobody died. Well, yeah, they did, but damn. You know, it's a lot of people that passed, and I got them all in the thumbnail. How long has this been going on? Y'all bear with. We going to get back to Rich Homie Quan. I did a Rich Homie Quan video there. I did one on Fulio. I call I said some unflattering things about Simone Biles' mother. I talked about Dame Dash being broken homeless. LL Cool J, yeah, Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah, I talked a lot of stuff about people, man. And this channel is going in a new direction. I ain't doing it no more. I try to do the right thing, but it don't get no views. Let's do this, man. Let me show y'all something real quick before we move on. The most pop look, Mary J. Blige finally exposed Diddy. Diddy and Dr. Dre are done. Keefe D told everything. Snoop Dogg worried Keefe D will snitch on the Dog Pound. Was DMX sacrificed by the music? And the list goes on. Lil Kim's Manet Jackson BET humiliation ritual. I took the arrow and pointed it at her crotch. Instead of Janet Jackson, she a Manet Jackson. She a man / Michael / Janet did Lil Kim's Manet Jackson BET humiliation ritual. Diddy and TD Jakes are victims of hip hop. Reverend Run and Russell Simmons. But now that's a good one. Usher finally exposed Diddy. Now this is a classic if you ever seen it, man. Did Mystical sacrifice? That ain't right. But if y'all go back and look at this, it is pretty deep, man. But that's Negro here, no there. Did Kevin Gates say, oh, God, this ain't no good. I need to do better. Yeah. Did Lil Durk sacrifice King Von? Did Nori sacrifice Prodigy? Man, did Megan Thee Stallion? Diddy blew off her face? Oh man, y'all gotta let me know. Okay, without further ado, since I repented and I apologize for all of the foolishness that I put out there, man, I think it'd be right if I let Rich Homie Quan's father speak his piece, and then I'm done with Quan. No more on this channel. This is my last rest in peace. Y'all seen what I done been through. God don't like ugly, so let's just go ahead and top this thing off. If it mess up again, I'm through, man. I got some chips and everything. I'm just gonna play a quick little dice game
here today
with myself.
Just like everybody else, I'm still in disbelief. September the 5th, when I got the phone call, and I had to redirect myself to go to Quan's home. I was shaking. I was scared. But I was also praying on that ride. Upon my arrival, they were bringing Quan out the house. And I asked, could I ride with them? And they said, no, you can't ride. So I went in the house and I told Amber, I think you should get ready and go to the hospital. I'll stay back with Leor. Duke and Koya proceeded. As I was in there, I was praying because something came over me. I was nervous and scared because I was just thinking about what if. And I got the confirmation that my son had transitioned. Not only my son, but my best friend. We didn't get it right every time, but we gave it the best every time. I grew up without my biological father.
Mm.
And when I was a kid, I made a promise to myself and to God that if I ever had kids, one question my kid or kids will never have, and that's what my dad had. Because I had that question as a child. My grandmother and grandfather gave me everything wasn't nailed down. I was spoiled. But I still wanted to know where was my dad. From the day I met Quan and I held him, my life changed. I knew failure was not an option, but little did Quan know, he pushed me even harder to be a dad, to be a role model, and to be an example is what a man should be, built upon integrity, morals, and values. In this industry, finances play a big part. But because of the morals and values that we instilled in him, me and Tammy, a lot of things we turned down because it didn't feel morally right. The love that has been displayed these past days for our son, brother, dad, whatever he may have been to you, it's been immeasurable. It's like now when I hear a Rich Homie Quan song, it sounds different to me. I was looking at Channel 2 News a week ago and they mentioned the word Rich Homie Quan. And the lady said, he's an Atlanta icon.
That's deep.
I just looked up at God and said, God, I thank you. Transition is inevitable for all of us. And I know that that day is gonna come where I'll see him again. Right now, I'm waiting on him just to come and say, Dad, I'm okay. I used to tell people I live day by day. Now I live second by second. I was taught as a kid, men don't cry. That's a sign of being weak or you soft. But as I got older, I realized that crying is a sign of pain. And Lord knows I'm in pain. Somebody asked me the other day, how you doing? I said, I don't even know how I'm doing. But I know that God's grace and mercy is keeping us here. There are times since I lost my son, I don't know what to do. Prime example, when me and his mother had to go make arrangements, I buried a lot of my family members. I know the process. But as we were walking, so when we left, the Spirit touched me and just said, hey, this is a bit too much for you, because I'm emotional. I lost my best friend. I lost a kid I talked to 9, 10 times a day. Pop, if he just want to talk. Dad, if he needs something. I mean, like, I was his protector. I would do anything to protect this kid. And I used to tell him all the time, you know, so much go on that you don't even know about because we love you. Dre texts me all the time. Monte texting, what we doing, and I have to find a solution. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of those times, all I could do is pray and ask God to help us. So when I look at, like, when they sent me the obituary and I glanced at it on my phone, I didn't look at it long. I said, this kid has accomplished a great deal at a young age. And to be honest, being in the trenches, you don't realize that. But once you see it, like, compared, you know, like, on a piece of paper, you'd be like, this kid really did his thing, man. I'm humbled to have been his dad. One of the last conversations we had, I was asking him some questions, and I said, have some of my life or how I live my life impact the decisions you make?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, be honest. And he said, Dad, you know, as a kid, a child's first hero is his dad.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, we as kids tend to do what we see.
Mm.
And if I have to answer you truthfully, yes. He told me, he said, yes. The pain that I feel right now is immeasurable, man. I feel as though I've been broken into a million pieces.
Mm.
But I'm reminded that I know a man that'll put me back together one piece at a time, over time.
Mm.
To the fans, to the family, to the loved ones. I thank you all for taking time out of your day to be here with us and to pay respects to my son. And I'm gonna leave y'all with a little story because everybody a little somber. And I know people have been feeling sad for us, but like Dre said, we're gonna figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
It's a time and place for everything. Right now, it's a time for us to mourn. It's okay. It's okay. Jesse Jackson said it might be dark now, but the morning got to come.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming. We don't know when and where. So I drank a little Ciroc. Forgive me, church.
Oh, shit.
Had some bottles of Ciroc down at the apartment downtown. And I usually buy them because I just like the pretty bottles. But whenever I want to have me a drink, I have me a little drink. So I was down there one evening, Ciroc.
Licked the hell out of the lip.
Sitting over there on the counter.
No diddy.
Grabbed me a glass and poured me some Ciroc. And put some juice in it. So I went to take a drink. I said, man, this tastes real. I ain't no drinker, but I said, this tastes real weak, man. So I called Duke. Duke, man, you did something to the Ciroc? He said, no, Dad, I ain't touched no Ciroc. So I called Quan. I said, Quan, you did something to the Ciroc, man. He started laughing.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So I said, man, what you do? He said, man, I was down there one night. All my brown were gone. That Ciroc was calling my name, man. I said, you drunk all my Ciroc, man. He said, Dad, I drunk all of it. He said, man, but the crazy part about it, that was 3 months ago. He said, I've been waiting on this call for 3 months, man. So he said, man, I owe you some Ciroc, man. But he took and put water back in my bottle to make it look like it was full. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, I don't know whether to you know what, I'm shut up. I ain't speaking on Quan no more. I'm just gonna let him tell his story.
But I just say to my son, man, you consider me to be your hero, but I wish I would have told you that you were my hero. Your sacrifices, your endurance, your strength carried us. I would be on there on Thursdays and Fridays and see you, and then to see videos on a Saturday of how you were, you know, a whole different person once you were on stage. So before I leave, I want to say this. Me and Quan used to ask each other for favors here and there. And I have one more favor I want to ask you, son. I know you're up there in heaven looking down on us.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't mind, save a spot for me.
That's it, man. That's all I could do with it, yo. I done been through, my own transformation with this whole thing. I done been through my own awakening with this thing, man. So I'm just like, man, I'm at the end of my rope with all this. I need the right beat. Can y'all hear that? Is that painful enough? I'm gonna let that rock. Boy, let it rain for a little bit. Yep, back to my life. Cause this shit. Yeah, man. I gotta see them put him in the ground, man. I gotta see it. I gotta see them take Quan out. I gotta see it, man. Cause this is it. This the finale. He gone now. It's it for Quan. It ain't it for Quan, but then, I'm tired. I ain't doing this no more. Rest in peace. What in the his hell? Hey, they sent him off right. I ain't even gonna play it like that. I just want to see, get him, and off he go, man. That was the end of it. Quan is he gone. Your icon, the legend. Rest in peace to Quan, man, and no more goofy shit. I'm over it. Life been kicking a lot of people in the ass. Let me talk about this real quick before we get out of here, because we got a little bit of time, right? Let me talk about this real fast. I want to show y'all something. Show y'all something real quick, because it's been quite crazy around here. Now, the fuck was that? I reckon the sun is getting ready to come out or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I ain't got no personal business up there before I show y'all this. But man, it's been all week in Georgia, man. It's been, even though it's supposed to be sunny, it's coming back up. It's gonna be rain. This past weekend, just a big dark cloud, man. It just been hovering over the city. And people don't know, man, I got this tattoo. It's just a big cloud, man. It's been crazy. And I'm like, what the hell is going on out here in these streets? It's just been gloomy for like a whole week and some. So for my people in Atlanta, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's just been a gloomy week, man. So, we all got to do to get out of this funk. And for Quan's family to be going through this, the weather bad, it just been dark. People been, spirits been low. So I'm praying for his family, man. I want y'all to pray for his family too. Rest in peace to rich homie Quan. And I made some changes because I'm serious about what I did, man. Y'all got to see this. I went ahead and rearranged some things. Instead of saying his funeral was a hot ghetto mess, I just said Rich Homie Quan's funeral flyer is receiving backlash. Y'all like that better? Is that more classy? Because I ain't playing about this man. They don't show me some things. Quan is a powerful spirit. You don't play about no dead people. And I wasn't playing about him. I was just giving news. But, you got to put some respect. Now, I'm going to leave this one like it is because that's what, that ain't no cap. The video ain't no cap. This ain't no cap. Well, it's fixed. Rich Homie Quan dad is being criticized harshly for Quan's passing. How about that? I think that's a whole lot classier. I gotta work on that one. But hey man, we gonna get better. We gonna do better around here, man. I got so much love for y'all. Make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be back, man. And all the people that tuned in, all the people that's watching, I got so much love for y'all. Real talk. Make sure y'all come back and join me. I'm gonna holla at y'all later though. Real talk. Yeah.